the wonderful party of the three of you had just gotten into had discovered an unlikely ally in the half-elven entertainer that was in town, revealing himself to be Rudolph van Richten.
Rudolph Van Richten.
Van Richten? Van Richten?
Van Richten sound. I don't remember.
Probably Van Richten.
I don't think I wrote it down either.
Van Richten sounds better. Rudolph van Richten.
Rectum.
And near killed him.
I knew it.
Rictavio, as he referred to himself as. And then in the process of discussing with him, you learnt of a certain bully enforcer for the Burgermeister called Izek, who you have discovered possibly has a bit of a obsession with someone that may look like Irina.
Slight fixation.
Fixation, a bunch of dolls. Upon discovering this, you raced over to the Burgomaster's house to attempt to reason with him or to get there before them. But alas, you did find a way to sneak up, despite it being a very, bit of an interesting sneak past the housemaid. You did make it up, and you have a little spider. Was it? Yeah. Had Grangrik transform into a little spider and go into the keyhole to view what was happening. To which he saw a collection of guards, Izek, the Burgermeister, and his two dogs, with Irina being held off to one side and Ismark being forced onto his knees, screaming that he's not a spy. What would you like to do?
I mean, it definitely sounds like they're... I'm more probably just trying to wait until it seems like this interaction is heading in a certain direction before I try and make my exit.
Okay. The Burgermeister stands there and looks over kind of questioningly at Izek. You're sure about this? Yes, my lord, definitely. They reek of it. Spies, through and through. I'll take care of this one. You do with that one as you wish.
Is he talking about Irina when he says take care of this one?
Yeah, he says I'll take care of this one as he kind of pulls at Irina a bit. You can kind of pick. And then the Burgermeister says, very well. Escort this Burgermeister, so-called, to the dungeons down below. I think we have some questions that are going to need to be asked of him. And they start to turn towards the door.
I'm just going to sort of brace myself in the keyhole.
I love that.
Not too hard, you're a spider.
The spider does have spider climb, so I can...
Now,
yeah.
The doors swing open. Those of you outside suddenly just hear the doors swing open and hear this kind of commotion. One thing you did kind of see as they have opened the door was it looks like they've now bound his mouth.
We have
carrying him out.
Visual representation of this. I thought we had this open in Tailspire when we were last.
Yeah, the GM
We did,
We've
but you
changed
guys aren't
tree.
in.
I am.
I am.
No, as in like for some reason your characters aren't on.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was in like in the wilderness fighting the werewolf still.
Well, for spite.
You know.
That's because
I
that's the
think-
default board.
I was gonna
so
say, I
it's
think
in
I
part.
see Badger's dead body laying here.
Yeah, lying there. Yeah.
Oh, do you? I don't. I see my
Nice.
lion.
Nice little.
Little callback.
Mm-hmm. Here we come.
Oh,
Actually,
Okay, there we go. That's better.
Now, I don't know why your characters aren't here.
Oh, it looks like it's reset the whole slab because it's
Mm.
Oh no, it hasn't. Oh yeah, it's reset main view.
Yeah, I don't really know why that's happened, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Unless was it a different board we were on and I just
it's
didn't
definitely
realize?
this one.
That was the same board.
Unless you had multiple loaded in.
That's what I was wondering if I had multiple of the same map
Mm.
loaded. No. No, that's the only one. Oh, okay, whatever. I will give you characters to control, and we will go from there.
Yeah, so I mean, if they're because I'm pretty sure last time. How do you ping again? Well, we were using that's
Yeah, we
what
can
were
see
using
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
yeah.
I was here.
Yeah, and I'm in the
Oh,
door,
wait, I should be able
Yeah.
to go.
and Leo was
In the
heading downstairs.
hallway.
Leo, that's her name. Couldn't remember.
I
You went
think
invisible though, didn't you?
I am invisible. Back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did walk up and
Marlon,
around close, I guess.
Leo,
Yeah.
Grangrik. And you guys should already be able to control these characters, by the way.
Yeah,
Yep.
I've got mine.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm somewhere here. It's fine.
I'm slowly figuring out Tails.
But you are invisible.
I'm visible, yeah. And but you are not.
Correct. That's very confusing.
All right.
And
So the doors.
Spider.
Bit big, but it'll do.
I like it. Oh,
Oh, he's gone.
he disappeared.
Oh, I put myself on top of the wall. I wasn't sure.
I was gonna say, nah, it's just Elise's E. In
Yeah.
Spider-
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's wicked.
Oh,
Let's
very
go,
nice,
little
very
spider.
nice. Cool.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hang out in the door and just sort of. I'd like to honestly just sort of follow. Ooh, I just had an idea. When I was looking through the keyhole,
Follow your instinct.
when I was looking through the keyhole, the guards. Well, does it look like the guards are taking Ismark, like gagged and bound down to the dungeons, like I said, or is it
Yes.
the actual Burgermeister?
It looks like it is the guards themselves.
Are they wearing armor?
Yes.
Cool. As they go past, I would like to try and jump on the back of one of them.
Wonderful. I love this so much.
No way of communicating with you at all.
I think that's why I love it so much.
I can't see this going wrong in any sort of way.
Nah, not at all. Nah. Nah.
Give me a second. I'm just setting everything up for when you guys open the door. For some reason, none of it has saved.
You chilling? You chilling?
While you're doing that, I'm going to get a glass of water.
Oh, I just turned the shadows off I love the ambiance, but you can see so much better if you turn the shadows off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that. What's it under?
Quality
Screen
settings. Quality settings.
Shadow quality, no shadows. Oh my god, that's so much better.
Yeah.
You can actually see everything.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you guys are doing that, I'm going to do that so that we can all make sure we're seeing the same thing.
Yeah, it's so much better.
Where is it? Settings.
Yeah, and then quality settings down the bottom. Drop down to no shadow.
Shadows. Shadow resolution? No.
Shadow quality.
Shadow quality, just no shadows.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
It's crazy different. It's not what I expected. I thought it was just going to be like a little brighter.
Oh, yeah, because it's removing like all the lighting and everything in the map.
Yeah. I mean, ambiance wise, it's obviously not great because
Hmm.
you can't really see it, but I can see everything.
Wait, how do you turn the shadows on and off?
That's on his charm. Settings.
Yeah.
Scroll down to the bottom. Quality settings.
Joel, can you tell him?
Under shadow
No, wait,
quality.
Joel's the next one to ask.
Oh, hard, soft shadows?
Just turn to no shadows.
No shadows. Holy crap, that makes it amazing.
All right, third reaction. Good one.
Who's next? Real good.
Sorry, I was talking to my wife.
How dare you?
Bye-bye.
I know, my wife.
My wife.
Hey, the doors are open.
Yeah.
There's no shadows.
There's no shadows. It's so easy to see.
You are.
I don't blend in as
Yeah.
good now.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, right. Okay.
I don't know if you
Yeah,
guys can now see the
His mark is on the floor.
yes.
cohort. Yes, it's mark on the floor.
So 2 of the 6 guards are planning to transport him down by the looks of it.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so
And I
that's
can't
the
remember
gen-
what. I think this was the figure I had for.
It looks like the one from.
Pretty sure that's the right one for. I was talking about for Irene. I'm
Oh,
almost certain that's the right one for Ismark.
Mm-hmm.
I
Looks
can't
better.
see Irene.
And Izek's
He's
the
lying
one
down.
off in the corner with the horns. I don't have. a
Can't
model
see
that
him yet.
fits the big.
Yeah,
the-
I can't.
Ah,
They might still be.
ah,
visible.
yes, he's around the corner.
Yep.
Because
Alright,
you can't,
so-
you're not in the room.
You, as the guards, the first
There we go.
2 guards are going to walk out the door. And they're going to all escort. So the second 2 are carrying or dragging him kind of by the arms, feet, and then there's the 2 following up behind.
So
Oh,
I
so
would go.
6.
For,
Okay.
I would go for the ones at the rear, so there's no one behind them. So I
Okay.
would probably wait until they exit because I'm in the keyhole. If possible, I would sort of time it so I leave the keyhole the way I came in, and then as the last guards jump in, just try and make a jump.
Certainly.
one of
What?
the-
And you are both invisible, or one of no?
Leo's invisible.
Leo's
Yeah.
invisible.
Yeah.
Leo, can you please make a stealth check with advantage? Marlon, can you please make a regular stealth check?
Do I get advantage on that anyway?
You're not in combat, so I don't
Not in
know if you
combat. But I'm super sneaky, so I should.
do. That's just the fact you probably have like a +9.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank God for advantage and being invisible. That would have been bad. 22 for
Okay.
me.
You are right. Yeah, advantage on dexterity on stealth checks. As part of the hide action. 25.
When the doors opened, I would have tucked myself in this corner.
Yep.
So that if someone rounds the corner like close, they don't just literally bump into me.
I become one with the wall.
Wonderful.
Sink into the shadows.
So you sink into the shadows. You become one with the wall.
Yep.
Simple.
It's like you
Really
have
hope they don't go
milled
my
with
way.
stone.
Yeah.
So the guards are going to walk and turn to the
Shit.
right.
Okay, cool.
You, Marlon, do not see this. You simply hear footsteps approaching your way.
Yep.
You have a second or two to react to this.
I'm gonna make sure that, unlike what's in my hand as my model, that that my sword is not out. I'm not carrying a bundle of sticks anymore, am I?
No, you
Damn.
have left the.
Damn.
Left them downstairs.
What's the thing in front of me? Is that like, can I climb inside of that, or
That is a cupboard with drawers on the front.
so there's nothing behind
You are
behind it?
you are
Okay.
on the side of it.
Okay.
First of all, I would like to make before we get to this little kerfuffle. Can you please make an acrobatics check, Grangrik?
Yep.
Oh yes.
Okay. Alright, acrobatics. That would be a 5.
Oh no.
Wonderful. Now please roll me a stealth check.
Okay, this is I've got better stealth with this one, so it should be a little bit better here. Yes, dirty 20.
Oh, nice.
Actually, sorry, 21.
Oh, that's good.
So you failed to jump, and you're a small spider, but you're not like tiny.
Yeah.
You catch one of the dog's heads look over at you, but kind of miss you as you kind of fall in the clutter of all the men walking out.
Okay.
And as the last guard went, and you jumped here, the guard closed the last door, the door behind them.
Okay.
Marlon,
Hmm.
what are we doing?
So, I am going to sheathe everything the best I can, make sure that it can't be seen, and I'm going to skip around the corner of this this bench.
You're actually going to play the truck. Okay, yeah.
La la la, la la whoa.
What are you doing here?
I was
You
told to
shouldn't be
go
up
up here.
here.
I was told to go up here and bring some sticks. I'm going back downstairs. Please let me go. You're really big.
Roll me a deception check.
Oh,
Or your
no.
choice between performance, deception.
Performance. Oh, they're exactly the same. All right.
Okay.
Come on, roll good. It's a 7.
Who let you up here?
The old maid. She was down. She was bossing everybody around, and I was just sick of doing it. Please don't hurt me.
All right.
Please.
No, I'm not going to hurt you.
Okay. Thank you. Can I go back downstairs now, sir?
Elric, escort this one down below. Find their parent. And he points to one of the guards. One of the guards comes over to you and is like, "This way. This way,
Oh.
boy. Come on."
Can I hold your
And he
hand, please?
Starts. No. And he leads you back over this way. Back towards the stairs that came up.
Can I
Yes.
use this interaction to sort of close the gap and
Oh,
just
no, I
climb
must
up
have.
one of the legs rather than having to try and jump?
You certainly can.
How do I get into the building? I've just lost my ability to move Marlon.
What'd you do?
Oh, it won't let me. Oh, no, never mind. I found the layer. All good. I found the layer tool. Thank you.
So he's going to lead you down this whole
Yep.
time. Why is that doing that?
Can I? when the guards have moved far enough down the hallway the opposite direction, if I'm just trailing behind him, can I use as my stealth to try and sneak back into the hallway that we just walked past? Like, can
You
I
can try,
judge his?
but he's got an eye on you.
He has got an army. Okay.
Yeah, like he's
No,
not just walking on ahead. He's like half walking beside you. He's like, just down those stairs there. All right.
I'm going.
Hey, ma'am. And he looks over the edge of the railing.
Yeah.
I've got a child here that seems to have lost their parent. Can you help find them? And you're like, oh, of course. Just be careful coming down the stairs, okay? Someone seems to have spilled some things on the way. And the guard's like, looks down, sees the ball bearings, looks at you in your quite obvious armor, and goes, something tells me you didn't get lost, did you, boy?
No, I definitely did. I'm definitely lost. This
I'll give
isn't
you
where I
one-
parked my car at all.
Yeah, well, that's up to the Burgermeister to decide.
Okay.
With me.
Okay.
Would I have heard that?
Yeah, I think you heard that. That
Okay.
wasn't a quiet. He's gonna escort you this time with you in front to where back towards the Burgermeister, the library.
Where are we going?
To the right in here.
Okay.
Walks up next to you, knocks on the door. Burgermeister, I've got someone for you. I was about to open the door.
I didn't think I could just go over the wall.
And he leads you in. Is there anything anyone else wants to do while that's going on? Because currently we've got Grangrik has been led outside into the dungeon that is out the door and down below, which is just in the basement. And
I can't see you, Mr.
Well,
O'Toole.
did had the group of guards that was carrying Ismark, were they already moving sort of down the stairs by the time
Yep.
Merlon and his guard had turned around and were going back the other way?
yeah, you wouldn't have seen them turn around and go back.
Okay, all right.
The
cool.
last you saw them would have been the guard looking over the edge, like walking over to the railing, but you wouldn't see him do that. You'd just see them round that corner, and then as he's approached that railing, you would have gone down the stairs.
No problems. I will stick with the guards then and sort of head towards the dungeon with the rest of them then.
Okay. Leo, you just chilling there?
I want to, if I can't hear, I don't want to move until I know I wouldn't be able to hear their conversation. Whatever the Burgermeister
As the
and
guard goes
Merlin-
in, you do hear the door close.
Okay, then I would move close to try to listen in.
Okay.
Is that too far? Or could I move all the way to this side of the door?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, this went differently than I expected.
Same.
Yeah.
That's why we play D&D.
Mm-hmm.
Best laid plans.
So true.
Make the plan, come up with a plan, execute the plan, fail the plan, and adapt.
That's best case.
Yeah, don't
Make
die.
plan, don't do plan at all.
Is the
Something completely
dungeon-
different happens.
Is the dungeon on the lower floor or is it in the actual like basement? Like
It's in the
not on
basement.
map? So it's not on the map. Okay,
No.
cool. No problem.
Some things you don't get to see first.
Mhm.
So, in this, you are in the room with the Burgomasters. What do we have here? Well, I think we've caught this little one snooping about your quarters. What do you say to that?
Well, that's wrong, but that's okay.
Drops child voice.
Yeah, 100% drops. 100% drops the child voice. Irene, are you okay? Yep.
No.
No, I can see that. Isik, I presume,
Oh,
and
so
I'll
you're just
I'll
another
announce him.
spy, I see.
Yeah, I figured you'd go down that route. I see you got your paws on your prized your prized one there, Isik.
Don't know what you mean.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Burgermeister, you're making a big mistake. The person that you've just led down to the dungeon is the Burgermeister of Barovia. What was the name of the of Barovia?
Yes, so he said, but
Yes, we've
that
come.
does not
We've.
stop him from being a spy,
He's not a spy.
and you
He's
from
come.
being one.
That's fair. You can try. You can believe I'm a spy all you like. You'd be incorrect, and you'd be making a very big mistake. We came here last night, my friends and I. We unfortunately, lost a companion to the direwolf and a vampire spawn that attacked us in the middle of the night as we were making our way here. And after getting here and having, spent the night, we left Ismark and Irina to speak to you, and then found out some information that, your friend over here, Big Galump, has a bit of a infatuation, obsession, unhealthy or not, with my friend Irina. And I believe that's why he's trying to make you believe that we are all spies, and for you not to believe the best in people and, jump straight to the worst.
Kind of ums and ahs, looks over at Izek.
Would a spy come to you straight away? Would a spy
Spies
come
do
asking for
whatever
help?
they need to do to gain favor.
I don't think a spy
Come
is
and
very
speak
good.
of Strahd and all of the death that he brings and everything that is only going to demoralize people and make them worse.
Or it's
Everything
also
I
speaking the
do
truth.
for this city
Mm-hmm.
is to lift their spirits and to bring them up, and all he wants to do is bring them down. Yes, I think he's a spy.
Bury your head in the sand from what's
I do
actually
not need
happening
to
out
listen
there.
to you. Take him away down to the dungeon with the other.
Okay. We'll see how you go. Isek, I'll be seeing you.
Silence him. And you cop a rap to the back of the head with a spear.
Can I try and dodge?
I'm using your AC.
Go on.
19 to hit.
Misses. Oh, actually, no, sorry. No, it does hit. Sorry, I thought I was looking at the wrong number.
Can remember your AC being that high?
No, 7.
10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Whew. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Cracks you on the back with the kind of the back end of it. You had enough now? Let's go. And he grabs you by the back of the neck and just starts like the back of the thing, and goes drag you out and then just goes, actually, while we're here, weapons on the floor now.
I'm going to drop my sword, but my
Mhm.
daggers that are sheathed, I'm going to try and hide.
Cool. Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Please be good. 25.
Okay. Kind of, you're experienced in kind of, and your garments are kind of almost made to hide stuff away. So as he goes for his search, you kind of drop an item, and then as in the same motion as you kind of pull your sword to drop it, you snuck a dagger up underneath a piece of clothing or into a little hidden space. And that's everything, is it?
Why would I
Don't
lie?
mind if I don't trust you. And he's going to give you a quick search.
Okay.
Nope. Finds nothing more. But he does take your purse.
I don't think he had a purse, did he?
Nope.
I don't
It's
know.
already gone.
He got
Maybe
right.
he
You
didn't-
took it, you
yeah,
took it
yeah.
off of me with the dickheads. There is no purse.
You
I
didn't
have
give
no
it back?
money. No.
Oh, you got your knife back.
I got my knife back
Yeah.
and that was it.
That's awesome.
So
The purse is lying in the middle of the ground in
Yeah.
in the alley.
probably already been taken by other guards.
Yes, probably.
He tries to find that, doesn't. Kind of almost confused by that. Okay.
You see, I was robbed last night. Yeah. Thanks for the bump on my head now too. Appreciate it.
And he pulls out like a sash and goes to gag you. Very sick of hearing your voice.
It's fine.
So they'll tie that around your mouth, and he's gonna start guiding you out.
Can I? I may cop another thing in the back of the head as we go down. I'm not even gonna be trying to talk, but I'm just gonna be just humming as we just walk down to the dungeon. Please tell me he misses.
You manage to duck out of the way of it.
Yes.
This only pisses him off more.
Am my hands bound?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like you're gagged and bound. At this point.
Yeah.
And he just looks at you and he's like, "You'll regret that one," and he keeps leading you down. Leo, doors have been opened, and you have watched whether or not he gets led down. A guard lead a gagged and bound. Again, door has been closed behind. Merlon out the door.
A guard by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm assuming I couldn't have heard anything from.
You
The
can roll me a
door.
perception to see if you could hear something through maybe the keyhole or something.
Okay. I'll do that.
Wow. Flying band of people.
Yeah, natural 18. Perceptions +4. 22.
Okay. Yeah. I would say that you heard, if not all of it, the general gist of all of it.
Sure. They think he's a spy. They think he's a spy, and now they're mad at him.
Yeah.
Basically.
All right. I'm just going to stay a little bit calm. I think to myself, there's no way I can help them if I get caught as well. And I'm just going to keep my distance and try to follow and see at least where the dungeon is, or where they would have like some sort of jail cell.
No worries. You follow him downstairs and out the rear door, down to what looks like a simple basement. Once you travel in, it is a single corridor that leads into an opening room, and you can immediately tell that this is much bigger than a regular basement. Something feels.
In the entry point, can I see, is there a way that leads in here that is from the outside, or do they always have to come into the Burgermeister's house to take people downstairs to the basement?
No, like you could just walk through the building, or you could just access it from behind.
Okay,
You
okay.
can notice at the back there are 2 guards.
Sure. At this point, I will just keep following and observing. if there's a point where there's like a threshold that I feel like I might get locked in, I wouldn't cross. I would just try to watch.
You arguably think that might be walking into the place.
Oh,
They all open up, like they open up the doors, and let them all in, and you think you might be able to like sneak through with them as well.
no, I
but
would. I
you-
won't go. I don't want to get caught.
Okay.
So.
So the two of you go in, Grangrik and Merlon. Grangrik, you have led the way in, and you have been led into this opening chamber, which leads down a narrow corridor, and down that corridor are a bunch of prison cells. And they lead and put Ismark in one, and lock him in there.
Are any of them, as we're walking through that corridor, are any of the actual cells visible from the outside, or are they like closed doors?
They're like iron. They're like barred doors, iron bars.
Iron bars. So, as we walk past them, do I see anyone in them?
Yes.
In any of the other ones?
You see what looks like mostly regular people.
Commoners.
Commoners, for the most part.
If they're iron bars, I'll just, as they sort of stop to put Ismark into one of the cells, I'd sort of disembark my carrier and scutter onto the floor and just try and make myself not seen in some sort of way. So whether I can hide behind one of the iron bars or possibly like slide under a gap somewhere, with the idea of them being able to move towards Ismark.
Let's change on description. I found this and it's really cool.
Oh, nice.
So you are
Ooh.
in the first room here. Let me just add some characters for context.
The name of the thing that they put under the floor in the Return of the Jedi? Looks like the floor.
Trash can.
Sorry?
Wait, what? No, I was
No,
half
the
listening.
thing that Luke has to kill, that then the guy cries over underneath in like Jabba the Hutt's house.
Oh, yeah.
Fair.
It's like that's what the trapdoor reminded me of. I've got one of them.
Don't you open that?
Is it the big room with the trapdoor, or is it further down?
You should be in this room. The room with the trapdoor is where all the cells are. That's where you've gotten.
Oh, that. Okay, cool.
That's where we are. That's where we are.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
that's
I
where
see,
you are.
I see,
I'm
I
not
see.
there yet. Kill.
So you, included, will be walked. Uh-oh. Back down, lad.
So from the outside, all I saw was this room with the purple circles on the ground, purple tiles.
Yes, you would have seen those, an opening into those, into like a staircase that led down to those purple tiles.
Okay.
And then there would have been only a second to react.
Yeah.
Okay. So they lead Olme, and there is a wooden door. We're going to go with these wooden door and barred on the other side. You can see commoners kind of pushing up against the bars, and they lead Ismark into the one at the end here.
Perfect.
I love that you just drop him in the top.
He's in.
That's funny.
The guards then turn around, and one of them will stay at the door here. The others turn to leave. And it's as kind of they've gotten down, locked him in there and everything, that you see
Marlon being brought in.
Merlon being brought in. Yeah.
If I look around the rest of the room, other than the one that stayed in front of the Ismark store and then the other ones that are leaving, do I see any other guards in this room?
In this room, yes, you would see one patrolling on the far side.
Okay.
Which has slightly bigger cells. There's 3 on the side as opposed to 4.
Does he put me in the
And
same
as
one
you walked in on the front, and as you walked in on the front and the main door, you walked past one.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one down here as well. That's what you've seen so far.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Do they put me in the same one, Smart?
They put you on the same side.
Oh, okay. Lame.
You go in here.
Okay. Do they unbound me and ungag me first?
No, he
Okay.
doesn't.
Okay, cool. Good.
The guard specifically doesn't.
Fair.
He just pushes you in. And then just goes, "How's that humming going?" as he closed the door and locks it. Yeah.
Defiant little
Sounds
shit.
better from in there. And he just turns and walks away.
Oh man. That's funny.
All right.
Well,
This guy's a dickhead.
Didn't think I'd be running a prison break today, but okay. Leo, what would you like to do from the outside?
Invisibility lasts for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
It's been what, 30, 40 minutes? If that long?
This has all happened in the space of like 10 minutes.
Okay.
I was gonna say, it's been like-
Okay.
I
It's
was
been
thinking
quick.
20.
I want to walk around the outside of the building, avoiding people, and see if I can see any windows that seem to like lead into the basement.
You give the place a good casing. You can't find any windows
Sure.
that lead below.
Which makes sense.
FYI, wild shape lasted 2 hours. Just
Cool. Thank you.
While after I notice that there's not any windows, I think we're gonna need some help, and I will activate my eerie token telepathic message, and I will say, "Your new friends, they've been caught. I think they're in prison," and that's telepathic in my mind. And then the person that I
you'd put that on. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, well done. Okay. Can you hear back from them, or is it a one-way thing?
It doesn't seem like I can hear back. It says, as an action, you
Okay.
can send a telepathic message to a creature holding or carrying the token.
Mhm.
As long as you're within
you
10
can
miles of
only
it, the
send-
message can contain up to 25 words.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay. You do it, and you feel that your message does go through. You've kind of felt both ways, so I would say that you know that this message has gone.
And then I'm gonna just kind of find a place that's comfortable, a bit out of the way, with a line of sight to the staircase, the door to the staircase, and see if there's any kind of lacks in guard. Maybe watch to see if they change guard. Just kind of make notes, or in maybe the circumstance that I get an opportunity, until I don't know. Let's say it's been 10 minutes. If I've got until I have like 15 minutes left of invisibility, I would like to just watch the back door.
Okay. So you watch that back door, and you don't see.
Okay.
You see the guards come out from the bottom.
How many
You
come
see
out?
five of them come out. You see. And then they go back inside. And then probably been after about when it's getting later in the run of your invisibility, and we'll see if the other guys want to do anything in the
Sure.
meantime. Actually, Grangrik and Merlon, is there anything you'd like to do? This has been about in the first 30 minutes of you guys being in the encampment.
Yeah, so I think
in the prison.
I would have made my way into Ismark's cell,
Mhm.
and I would have observed for a little bit the patrols. So mostly, if the guy over here is just standing post and sort of just watching, and then if the other two or the one on the other side is patrolling the entire thing, so making a full sort of round, and then the guy that's actually outside of Ismark's cell, is he purely just standing there like posted up as well?
So the one outside of his mark cell, he's positioning himself up against the wall here. And
Mhm.
he's just leaning against the wall.
Okay.
This one here on the far side, he has proceeded to just scope the ways at top, and he just looks inside, and he's just keeping an eye on all the prisoners.
Okay. Does he actually make his way all the way around to our side though, or does he only stay on the other side?
He makes his way all the way around, and I would
Okay,
say
so
after about
he's moved sort of.
he kind of was staying on the one side. He comes over on his second pass through Marlon. He actually looks at you and kind of just says, "Oi, bring your hands a bit closer."
I'll bring my hands closer.
He undoes the not holding your hands behind your back.
Okay, cool. I'll
Just
take
like-
the brown out of my mouth.
He can be a right prick, that one. And then he just keeps on walking.
He doesn't go on my list. When I kill them all, he will stay alive.
So
Hmm.
after sort of I see what the guards are doing, and sort of like how they're position themselves. So I'd say 20 minutes, something like that. I'd
Mhm.
be getting closer to Ismark and his
Mm.
binds. Are
Well,
they?
I'll note one more thing. During the course, you see a guard come up from the staircase, the lower staircase,
Yep.
and talk to the guard inside, and then walk back.
This one here.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it's not good there. But yeah, I'd be having a look at Ismark's binds. Are they? Is it like shackles or is it like rope bindings?
He's rope. He's only rope bound.
Rope bound. Okay. And the door, did we end up going with what's in the map, like the wooden
Mhm.
doors?
Wooden door, iron barred on a side.
Is
Okay,
there
so
I
if
like
I were to
that.
hide behind the door, they wouldn't be able to see me.
Theoretically.
having been a my skill set, is the bars the whole way along as is, or is it as is the picture?
As is the picture.
Okay.
We go with. I like the picture. We'll go with the
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Okay. I'm gonna pull a ball out of my pocket that I just carry around and throw it up against the wall, and as I'm in there, just throw it, just constantly, just throw it, catch it.
Okay. No worries.
DM,
Dagger's
a
still here.
question about my wild shape.
Yes.
I would obviously be aware of what it is and how it sounds. Do you think I would know that breaking my wild shape would be a noisy thing? Or could I do it silently? Yes. Yeah, I'm trying to work out, do we think that
Does it have
breaking
a-
wild shape has a...
Does it have a pop?
Or does it have
Yeah,
a
a
verbal
vocal
semantic
component.
or component to
No,
casting it?
There's nothing that's ever said in the rules about it making any sound.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But I would assume someone's form morphing to produce some amount of sound.
Yeah,
I
would
don't think
so
it would
as
be
Like the
completely silent.
the rustling of clothing and
Yeah.
things like that.
Like your clothes all morph in with you. So as they come
Yeah.
back out, I'd assume they're all going to be rubbing and
well.
there's
Same
going to
with all
be.
my gear and everything.
Yeah. It would be, to me, it's like, it would be like walking. That's that's
Sure.
the noise level that we're making.
Yeah. Okay.
Or kind of whatever
Yeah.
movement amount you're making at the time that you change back.
Or like you were dropped from a couple inches into the space you're standing. You're just like, oof.
As the guard that took my binds walks past another time, maybe after he's walked past like 2 or 3 more times,
Mhm.
I might just come up to the bars and see if I can catch his attention.
Okay.
Does he acknowledge me or does he keep going?
He looks at you like, what are you doing to catch his attention?
Like, be like you know, 'cause my hands, I can put my hands through, like, excuse me,
Check, please.
check please.
He looks and he's like, quickly.
What's the Burgermeister actually like? Honest opinion.
Honest opinions get you in trouble around here. And he keeps walking.
That's more helpful than you realize.
Maybe he realizes.
Are you open to a revolt? No, I don't say that.
I think. I don't really see a way out of this without breaking my heart shape and causing a bit of a tussle.
Has it been
Or-
I'm keeping clocks on about that
I think the
15-minute
time
mark.
has passed, and you are now at your point where that 15 minutes has passed.
Okay.
As we get
And-
to that time,
Yep.
you do see a figure come out the back. It is the Burgermeister, followed by 2 guards. And they go into the basement.
Ooh, here we go. It's just gonna get real.
Okay.
I will say, I'm just looking for any opportunity to break my wild shape where I think that I would be far enough away from someone to hear me.
Mhm.
So I'll just keep that.
Could I use my feature? Would I know if I use my feature Magical Cunning to regain a spell slot? Would that break my invisibility if I? Because it's once per long rest, you can perform an esoteric rite for 1 minute, regaining 1 spell slot, 1 expended spell slot.
As far as I was aware, breaking invisibility was making an attack.
Attack or causing someone to make a saving throw.
Yeah.
I think you'd be fine doing that. I don't know if it would keep you very stealthy, so you might want to go somewhere and hide. But
Yeah, I would make sure that like that I'm not around
like, 'cause you
people
can still
and
hum and be humada
Yeah,
while you're
yeah,
invisible.
sure.
You're just people are going to be like, "What the fuck is that sound coming from that spot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why is there just a spot in space?"
Humana,
going,
humana, humana,
Le-
humana,
leading
humana, humana.
leading up to just before the Burgermeister goes in, I would have done that and tried to do it stealthily. So I will roll a stealth check. Do I because it's a noise thing, would I still have advantage? I don't know if I would.
You still have advantage on like not being detected, I think,
Sure.
because even when people can't see things, they don't want to hear things. People
Yeah, they're not
see what they
necessarily
expect.
yeah, sure. Okay.
Real quick,
Mhm.
can I don't know what song I would sing. Just a random tune, I should say. It's not really a song.
Ask love.
Can
Far
I? Sure.
over the misty
I was more thinking the song that.
mountains.
Misty eye of the mountain.
No,
Yeah.
the song that Pippin sings is probably more comes to mind.
Oh yeah.
Can I sing that, but change the words to say, "Can anybody understand me?" and say it in Thieves' Cant?
No.
Okay.
Thieves' Cant isn't a language like that as such. It's like if you were having a general conversation, you could convey ideas to people using Thieves' Cant. So
like undertones to your current language kind of thing.
Right.
To let them
Okay.
know
No.
like a secret.
Gotcha.
This is
Like,
something
yeah,
like
the
really
sequins are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they would know what that means. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
you could, I would say maybe you could sing maybe you know of a thieves' camp way to kind of like something you could call out that suggests that if anyone else was part of a thieves' guild, they may understand that you are as well.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Can I do
Perhaps
that?
there's that.
I'd like to do that.
Okay.
I'd be
I would.
singing. Yeah. Does
Yeah.
anyone like that? If anyone sort of say along the lines of, if anyone understands where I come from, sing along with me, sort of.
Mhm.
Does anyone else sing along with me?
I like it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's right.
Like you do that, and
Right.
you do it in a way that maybe in past times where you've been in prisons, it's helped you.
That's sort of
find some
That's
friends.
100%. Yeah.
But in this case, with the separation of the cells and the separation of Barovia to the Sword
world.
Coast, there
Yeah.
is no. You receive no reply.
That's okay. That was just an idea.
An example on the website for Thieves Camp was like she's practiced figging lore, nipping purses with a cuddle bung. She's a charm and a coney character, a coin paddler, a prigger of prances. It's just a bunch of words that like.
100% would have just sung that in the Pippin style
Yeah.
song. 100%. And if anyone else, someone who
Yeah.
speaks that would understand that. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
if that's the case, and it's more like that, then I would say, yep, you can do that. And you do hear one voice.
Okay. Cool.
Kind of join on with this kind of rambling of nonsense almost.
It almost sounds more like a rap. The piggity bag, swiggity swag.
And as the other voice starts, you hear your spear knock against your bars. And he says, "Oi, you trying to get me in the shit? Keep it down."
Yes, sir.
Gosh, you'd think someone that knows that, and you cop a little touch of would be smarter, but in thieves' camp, and he keeps walking. Well,
Yes. I love it. I like this guy. Oh man.
16 on my stealth to keep that little ritual quiet.
Yep. Your ritual goes off, and you don't seem to have attracted any unwanted attention.
Okay, so get a spell slot back. Excellent. The Burgermeister approaches the back door. Can I move? I don't want to get close, but I want to get close enough within my move speed. So I let's say 25 feet of the door as they get through the threshold to see if they leave the door open long enough for them to get to the bottom of the stairs. If the doors don't close by the time they're bottom of the stairs, I want to be able to think that I can maybe decide to sneak in at that point if I want to. But if they close the doors behind them right away, that's kind of what I'm looking for.
They do. They open it up, they walk through, and as soon as they're through, the doors are closed.
Okay. Then quickly, I am going to run around the front of the house. I'm not going to be stealthy. I just want to hurriedly run around to the front of the house until I get to the front of the house, and then I want to sneak into the house.
Okay. Roll me another stealth check for sneaking into the front of the house.
Oh, yeah. That is a 25.
Very good. You sneak in. What would you like to do?
I would like to go toward the middle-ish part of the house near where they've stacked the bundles of sticks. And potentially as far away from anyone as I can. Is there a spot where I can kind of tell this room they've already finished stacking the sticks and they've moved to somewhere else?
They're kind of all still stacking them within the same areas.
Okay.
In fact, over this time, you've noticed that there's no one really going around still stacking. It seems like they're done with bringing them into the house. They've finished bringing them in.
Is there a an area that has the stack the sticks in the building that's a little less guarded or kind of out of a perfect line of sight through the house?
What do you mean? Sorry.
So I want to mess with the sticks and not be seen. So is there a spot that I feel like maybe I could do that?
It's tricky. Most of them are like put in the main hallway and the front foyer.
Okay.
Where they may not be guarded, but there is like the maid around, and there are guards patrolling the area.
Well, I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to look around and within the next 10 minutes of, that I have invisibility left, I want to choose the perfect timing, and I want to take my my flint and steel out, and I want to light the sticks on fire.
Okay. Okay, so using your tinderbox, you kind of position yourself in a spot where you think you can. Roll me a survival check to be able to light
Okay.
this quickly. This isn't just, hey, I'm trying to start a fire. This is, I am trying to do this extremely fast and discreetly.
Bear Grylls style, one strike and flint stick.
So it is good. Natural 17 plus 1 survival. So 18 in total.
18? Okay.
It's decent, I guess.
You strike it, and you've set up like a little bit of tinder by this bit of sticks. It is kind of a smaller cluster of the sticks because you have had to kind of find a spot that's a little more away from where the main bunch of them are, which is where they're being where the guard is. But you strike, and your bit of tinder takes quickly. I'm just trying to work out whether or not that would drop your stealth, drop the invis.
I see it as a harmful action potentially, so I could see it going either way, but say ultimately it's your call. I'd be okay with either.
You're able to pick locks while you're invisible, so I guess why could you...
If you're able to pick locks, I can't see a reason why you wouldn't be able to light a match, essentially, or strike a flint. So it's a fair point with that. You stay invisible, but the sticks do start to slowly go up. It's not incredibly fast, but
okay, I will at this moment, can I push a couple of the piles of sticks to closer to each other? And then just to make sure that there's enough sticks to stay burning.
As soon as you try to do that, you hear someone scream out, "Fire! Fire!"
And then
and you can hear a rush of people.
Okay. Yeah, and then I will quickly move out of view. Is there a room that I can duck into?
I think so. Yeah, there's a few rooms around on the bottom floor. There's like a kitchen that you'd be able to jump into.
So I'll jump into, and if there's take a quick look around. If there's no one in there, I want to disguise myself to look like a guard.
There is someone in there.
Oh,
and
okay,
there,
okay.
And he looks like a cook. He is preparing food. In the nearest room.
Okay. Can I see out?
Probably got about 5 minutes left on your invis still.
Okay. I'll just leave. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can sneak outside in the commotion.
Okay. Roll me another stealth check.
Okay. Not as good.
Still with advantage, of course. Yeah.
9. That's 15.
Okay. In amongst the commotion and you trying to get out, you run into one of the guards or brush against him. But with the amount of commotion going on, he doesn't seem to realize, and you manage to get out. and as you go out, as you get outside, you can see a little bit of smoke, but you kind of get the feeling it didn't take maybe quite as much as what you wanted.
Okay. Sure.
But
So I will
you do note
round.
but as you did, you walk out have you left out the front or the back?
I would have tried to leave out the back if possible. If that would
You
have been
know-
a little bit easier.
Yeah, you get out the back. There's only one guard guarding the the basement, the dungeon.
Okay. Can I?
It's
Yeah.
at
I mean, go ahead.
about
We
that
can.
time, you see a figure rock up. He is this this man wearing plate armor and these black and gold robes, and he has this and has a large like halberd on his back, and he walks up and just kind of walks up to the guard. I have some business with the Burgermeister. I believe he may have taken some people captive that I have some information on. And the guard's like, we're a little busy at the moment. And Joel, if you want.
Oh! Let's go, pizza boy.
Trying to look inconspicuous.
Let's go.
Actually, I was just saying, I had no idea.
Yeah, I just was like, oh, fuck it, we're doing it now. So, you've just been. Oh, let me just. I'm not gonna bump people out. I'm just gonna deafen some people quickly.
I'm now obsessed, Ben.
All right,
It's gonna be me.
you guys are shocking.
So you could hear me like while I was
yes.
singing.
Yes. Dale literally said, I hope they don't talk too much because we'll be able to hear them. Cut to
I cut to
a cacophony of.
Did we all? I started doing it too.
No, I was quiet.
Couldn't tell.
I was doing the whole like when you're in like in those like telephone booths in those game shows and they always they're just jamming out because they can't hear and yeah, I was just doing that.
You were doing a cone of silence. We could hear.
Oh man, that was funny.
I should have been paying more attention to names and.
Right, you don't know names.
Except Burgermeister.
You don't know the Burgermeister's name. You just know that he's the Burgermeister. The Burgermeister is like the mayor.
Meh.
It's a title, yeah.
So you.
Does anyone know me?
No. This guard
Okay.
is there.
This is gonna go well.
and he's look, what business do you have with the Burgermeister again?
What a cold entry.
You've
Welcome
been,
back.
Oh,
you've
I'm
just
so
been sent.
rusty.
Welcome back.
It's all right. Take your time.
I attack him, Doc. Okay. Oh,
I chop his head off with my halberd.
I don't know what I would like. I don't know what my character would know.
Mhm. So you know that you're looking for these allies,
Mm.
and you know that this is the Burgermeister's place, that he has the prison underneath, and you know that these allies are probably your best bet at helping. That's the bulk of what you know, and you were basically told to help them, however, in any way that you can. And the probably one thing Van Ryken mentioned is the fact that money can make it a long way in this town.
Right. I pull out a scroll. I'm kind of clutching a scroll, and I say, "Look, I don't mean to be an asshole, but this comes from way higher up than you. I could show you if you'd like, and I'm trying to kind of not intimidate him. But actually, before I say that, yes, I've been sent specifically with an order for the Burgermeister, and honestly, I'm already late. And the people that sent me are very not forgiving. You seem to like your job. If you'd like to keep it, I need to get this to the Burgermeister.
Let's go.
Roll me a persuasion or deception. I think deception more.
I love it.
Damn it!
Or performance, whichever one. I think it's kind of either way, because you're not lying technically. You
Same.
have been sent.
I was like
so if you want to
specifically
pick
trying to
which
make it
one,
more
I feel like
sound
it's kind of
persuasive,
more. I feel
but
like
it
it's
isn't.
well. That's fair. I think if you want to make a persuasion, I think you've got a good argument for it.
I've got a better plus for it. First roll, baby.
Let's go.
Persuasion 19.
Ooh, not bad.
Look, give me a couple of minutes until one of my associates come back, and I will guide you down there to the Burgermeister. He's down there. I will only be a moment, okay? Just can you bear with me a couple of minutes?
Would I have been
Time
close
is of
enough
the essence. Yes.
to hear them say that?
Hmm?
Would I be close enough to hear them
him
say that?
Yes. Yeah.
I will duck around the corner and use disguise self. Turn myself into look like the guard.
Okay.
Any guard.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I'll like puffed chest walking up. There was a fire up front, but seems to they've taken care of it. And I'll just kind of stand post next to him, next to the door, like casually walk up and just stand next to the door.
Kind of looks at you a little bit. Very good. I've got to escort this one down below. He needs to speak to the Burgermeister. You stay here.
Very well.
And
Be
he
quick.
Opens up the door. Will do. And he opens up the door and leads you down there.
Let's go.
Now, while that's all happening,
Marlon's got his head.
what's happening down here
Has the Burgermeister made his way in?
There's
The Burgermeister has made his way in.
down below.
Allow.
Is he
Very
talking
much.
to Isek or Marlon?
He is going to speak to Izek.
Is Mark?
Ismark.
Ismark, sorry.
Isaac
Yes.
is disappeared with Irina probably doing something unspeakable to her.
We're not going to discuss that. The Burgermeister is here with his additional 2 guards.
I'd like to position myself as close to the bars without making it look like I'm listening to listen.
Roll me a perception check.
Ooh, perception 8.
8. Okay, good to know. So the Burgermeister comes up and goes to the bars and said, "So, another one of your associates has come forward. So I have a question. How many more of you is there?" Pretend that didn't happen.
Pretends I
I
can
am.
speak.
I am good.
He's
with my
he's
words.
rattled. We got him.
Let's pretend that the character is more competent than I am.
It's a
Done.
great battle.
And Ismark is just there. "I don't know what you're talking about. It was just me and Irina." "Now then, don't be silly. I know you came into town with more. The guards said you arrived at the gates with at least 4 others, was it?"
Am I hearing this conversation?
You're hearing like an odd word, but nothing that you can make out properly.
Damn it.
And Ismark. You would see this. Grangrik. Ismark kind of just leans up against the wall and is just like, "I don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about. I'm just the Burgermeister. I came here with my sister to escape Strahd." "I was planning on leaving her here and heading back to my town. Didn't come with anyone." "Well, if that's how you want it to be, I guess the little blonde fellow has got nothing to do with you then?" And Ismark unfortunately can't help but react slightly. So you do know who I'm speaking about then. Very good. I'm making progress.
Oh, this guy's a dickhead. Don't like him at all.
So how about this? How many, or is it all of you, that are working with Strahd? And this back and forth goes on for about 5-10 minutes, as Ismark just says no. Eventually, one of the guards opens up the gate and goes in and strikes and begins to strike Ismark just with his gloves, trying to get him to confess to something, or say something. It's at around that time that you see another guard walking down the ways, followed by this figure, which I will let you give a full description if you would like, Joel.
So those of you who can see this figure, you'll see that he is male, humanoid. Probably around like mid-30s, just average height, dark brown hair. wearing plate armor with black and gold robes, as Dale said, and halberd on the back. Those who have kind of either like witnessed him talking to the guard, kind of walking up now. He carries a certain kind of charm or confidence, but then also has a kind of those kind of perception would see that he also is kind of, it looks like he doesn't like being around a lot of people, kind of dislikes the attention of it. Also, if you were to look closer, you might see that he is kind of slightly gaunt, like not kind of the point of malnutrition, but kind of might see his kind of cheeks sucked in a little bit and kind of lacks a glow to his skin, kind of a little, I suppose, pale, I guess. Kind of looks like he doesn't really take care of himself as well as he could.
So you see that being led by one of the guards to the front. Burgermeister, we are. I have this man here to speak with you. He said it was urgent. By the way, I will jump back while you're going. Just before we jump into that, Leo, what are you still standing guard at the door?
I want to get in. So
Yeah.
as
I've
soon as
won
the
first,
door
yes.
checked behind me, I want to see if I can catch it just short of it latching. Can I reach out and grab the door and see if I can
Yep.
catch it just short of it latching?
You can do that. Yep.
And then as soon as I kind of give it like, I don't know, a 4 or 5 count, I'm going to open the door and go in. And just like I belong there as a guard, walk down the stairs behind them, I don't know, 30 feet behind them.
Sure. Love it.
I'm going to make sure I pull the door closed, like pull it to. I have no idea if it self-locks or if that's even a thing, but I want to make sure the door's closed behind me.
No worries. Yeah, you should be able to control that guard that I've just put in.
Okay.
If you right-click on him, he's got a morph, which turns into a guard.
Which one is it?
In the center of the purple room.
I don't see him. He's not on my layer or something, maybe?
I also can't see him.
Maybe I didn't use the right. Give me a second. Did I not add the right? I didn't. Give me a sec.
Oh, I see him now.
Yep.
I also see him now.
There. You should be able to control that one.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Cool.
So, by this time, I'm just going to come in. Like, if they've made it up to be speaking with the Burgermeister, I'm going to come up here, and I'm not going to walk toward them. I'm going to be pacing just this entryway, like, boop, boop,
okay.
Boop, waiting to see what's going to happen.
Sure. What would so it says the Burgermeister looks over and is yes, what was this urgent news?
Burgermeister, Sophia, pleasure. Reaches out a hand.
Reaches back, yes. Have I met you before, Sophia?
No, I haven't had the pleasure actually, but I work with some people that are very upset at some events that have happened close to the town, and I believe that you may have some information on this party that matches the description. Actually, I think we might be a lot closer to them than you think. I have an order for their interrogation, really, and again, kind of pulls out the scroll.
Okay. An order from who? Within my town.
It's the
You would know of there is an order of paladins, the order of what are they called?
No.
You would know that they exist, as a name that you could bring up, if you were trying to perhaps push some leeway. They are called the.
Yeah, I wrote them down.
gonna mention some
Even
fucking
as a
garrison
group.
in town.
There's just a group.
Like,
Knights of the Order of the Silver Dragon.
Jesus.
Wow.
Knights of Order of the Silver Dragon.
Yeah.
The
The Order of Knights of the Order. They refer to themselves as the Order of the Silver Dragon.
Well, I work for some people who expertise in this kind of thing. We're looking to free up your time. Obviously, you're a busy man, and my superiors are higher ups in the Knights of the Order, the Silver Dragon. I'm sure you know everything in your town. We've just got a lot of complaints about this party, and I came down as soon as I could because we heard that they were causing a ruckus. There was a sighting outside of the area, and I'm just here to take them off your hands.
Wait, so the Order has belief that these people are like serving Strahd, do they? Is that what?
I mean, that's why we need to interrogate them. Really, we have some leads, a lot of which have come to nothing, and this is kind of all we have at the moment. This is why I came here as soon as I could. Things have gone quiet for a little while, and now with this new information, we'd really like to get some words out of these people, if you know what I mean.
Just roll me a persuasion.
No, you've been too nice.
Or maybe not so nice.
14.
Let me see that order.
Damn it!
I hand over to him a recipe for wheat bread.
What was the what was the DC?
Does it matter? Would have been probably I was thinking 15.
That's why I wanted to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
That is unfortunate. He looks at you and looks at the guards. It's just, you're one of them as well, aren't you?
From the Knights of the Order, yes.
Arrest him now. And the guards will go to approach you. Is there any responses from anyone here?
I know my opinion doesn't make much, but I have no idea who that is.
I don't
Just so I have
either.
this clear at the moment. In this room at the moment is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guards plus an unknown guard, which we know as Leo.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
sorry,
just see it as a guard. So you see 7 guards.
Okay, we see 7 guards and
These doors are closed.
7 guards. Holy shit. Well, one's on our
7
side.
guards and that we know of in this room, and the Burgermeister.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this was fun, guys, but it ends in the gallows.
Never.
Not here. Oh, do I do I oh, do I have a chance to do anything?
You can do or say whatever. I'm just gonna send you something.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are they all the way down at Ismark's chamber?
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all because they're talking to Ismark through the iron bars.
Yeah.
Dale, would you allow me to, as my spider? Oh, by the way, I'm probably guessing I'm almost running out of my wild shape 2 hours.
You've probably got about 15 minutes left.
Okay. So roughly knowing that, I think seeing the Burgermeister and his kind of entourage entering into this area, realizing that this I'm not going to be able to do a whole bunch for a lot longer in this form. I'd be trying to head down the lower hallway in an attempt to try and find somewhere more secluded that I can break my wild shape.
Okay.
So, as I sort of head around the corner,
You
sort
would
of get-
probably find the bottom of the stairs around
Random.
that corner. No one is actually there at the moment. You know that you saw the guard come up once, but right now no one's there.
and that door, is there a way I could sneak under or go through a keyhole again?
You could probably go under it. Yep.
Okay, if I were to go under it, do I see another guard in that area?
You see the guard, same guard you saw before, patrolling up and down this walkway. Yep. It's the
Okay.
only one you see. You see a door left and right.
All right. So what I would like to do
They were
is, head under the door and head to. I'm gonna roll because I wouldn't know.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 is left. The other is right. So I'm going left. So I'm going to get to the door, and then head under that door as well to see if there's anyone inside.
There is no one inside of that room.
Okay,
It
cool.
is a kitchen of some description, but there's no one in there.
Fantastic. So I'm going inside. I'm breaking my wild shape.
So I'll come back to you. So that's all happened. You've gone down, probably scurried down and changed that.
I preferred to do that sort of as the conversation with Ismark was happening.
Okay. Yeah. So that was probably pre.
Yes.
Yeah, no worries. That's
Red
fine. So what are you doing? What are you wanting to do from now?
My plan is now to cast Thunderwave. No, sorry. Before I cast Thunderwave, I'd like to send a message. So this obviously just casting a cantrip, sending a message to Leo. I'm not knowing sort of what's happened.
Can message go through stone?
So it's just
You can.
120 feet.
You can cast a spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it's beyond it is beyond the barrier.
Oh, easy. So you can just kind of be like, I think she's that way, and cast it.
Yeah, so all I would be doing is sort of pointing it to what I know the direction of the back door is.
Yeah. No worries.
And all I would say is use this distraction as a way to escape with Merlon if possible. And then after whenever the next 6 seconds would roll around, I would cast Thunderwave, which creates a
very loud boom. We'll come back to that.
A very loud boom within 300 feet.
Yes. Joel. See, we
Scramble.
have had the introduction now. Saphir.
Yeah. In a scramble, as the guys that are standing very close to me basically go to grab me. I say, stop! Wait. Okay. Look. Look. Everything that I've said is true, apart from who sent me, and I reach into my pocket, and I have something in my hand, and I say, "Look, my name is Sophia Van Ryken of the Van Rykens," and I open up my hand, and I have a crest that is of the Van Ryken household. I was told not to cause much of a ruckus. These are sensitive matters, and I was sent swiftly to take care of exactly what I said that I have been sent here to take care of. I apologize. I was not honest with who sent me, but I mean, if you know anything about the Van Rykens,
He doesn't look happy.
we don't like the spotlight. I assure you that my intentions are what I say they are. I just couldn't tell you exactly who sent me.
Thought all the
I was
Van
asked
Rykens
not-
had died. That old man Rudolph still kicking around somewhere.
enough to take care of me for the most part. Yeah.
He looks at the crest, looks at you. Roll me a persuasion again. Definitely.
Do I hang on? Rudolph Van Ryken, is he the guy that we met? He's the other guy, right?
Yeah.
He's the one that brought us
okay.
here and then left as
Okay,
soon as
cool.
we. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's
Oh, good. Because I don't think I could think of anything to say that would help you.
What was it? Sorry.
23.
23. And he goes, "So who were you after?" And then midway through that sentence, you hear a thunderous boom.
Do something.
Where does the boom go?
Who comes the boom?
I love D&D.
All right, so I would have liked to have centered it on this door to try and blow the door off the hinges, if that's possible.
Roll me damage.
All right, it's 2d8. 6 points of thunder damage.
Cool. The door blows off its hinges completely.
Which door was that? The one it.
This one here.
Oh,
The one that
sure,
has
okay,
now
okay.
flown off its hinges and cracked into the guard that was on the other side.
Damn it, I was hoping there wasn't a guy on this side. That was a 50-50 roll. I failed. I was hoping there wasn't someone on the other side.
Oh man, come on, comedic value. There's always going to be another guy there.
He is on the ground, unconscious. However,
Yes.
from the door,
Is that him in the corner?
Door
Just
there's-
linebackered him into the freaking wall. Yeah.
Laura in the corner.
I don't know if we want to do this in initiative, but there's a series of actions that I would like to do.
we won't do initiative just yet. Let me know what those series of actions are, and then we'll play by ear with the guys with what's happening up top.
Okay.
All of you have heard this boom and
Sure.
this crashing sound.
I'm imagining
Mine-
like the whole building kind of rattled a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
I'd like to palm one of my daggers, please.
So
Okay.
my intention, if we're starting with the thunder wave as my action, would then be to use my bonus action to shapeshift back into a spider, a small spider, and try and make myself unseen. With future turns, my intention, or should I hold that based on what is going to happen? Because
Hold that based on what's going to happen, I think. I don't think
alright.
anything's going to happen right away, but there's going to be people probably entering that room pretty
All
quickly.
right. So in that case, I am wild shaping back into a spider and heading to the door I slid under originally, as a waiting for someone to come through the door.
Okay. First person through the door is the guard that was here.
Makes
He
sense.
runs in and has a look at everything, and sees, the table is overturned, the door's off its hinges, and he runs to the guard and is, trying to push the door off.
So using that as then my next trigger, I would be heading to the double steel doors that I slid under when going down the stairs.
Yep.
And waiting for the next set of guards to sort of move around this area here.
So while you're waiting for that, we'll jump back up top. So we have Sophia. You hear this loud bang, and everyone's head turns. Burgermeister looks at you a little bit skeptically and heads off. You two, go and find out what that was. And he points to two of the guards, and they go, this one here and this one here are going to go off and head down, and they run off to go and check out what's going on. So they will open that door and go through.
I heard.
Yes.
Did I get the message from Grangrik?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll kind of like panic, look around. There's no way I can see inside these cells, right? Like I get the feeling I have to go up to the cell to kind of see who would be in there.
From where you are, you've probably clocked Merlon through the bars.
Okay.
Just
I kind of
from that, I'd say you could see through the bars enough to see
Sure.
someone who you recognize.
Is Marlon sort of hanging outside of the bars, like both arms through the holes, sort of like listening, or is he back?
I'm leaning up against. I would think that I'm leaning up against the wall, unseen. So like sort of like against. This
Oh, okay.
wall
So
here.
you don't. So he
Yeah, I
wouldn't be able to
wouldn't.
see you. You wouldn't.
Yeah, you
So-
wouldn't know where Marlon is.
No, he would have. Yeah, no, I would be lying up against. I would have been leaning up against this wall, unseen, to listen to the conversation.
Yeah.
Trying
What
to-
But
would
hiding
you,
in the shadows.
when the boom went off? What would you have done?
Probably run to the. I would have run to the gate. You would see me. You'd probably see me now. Then you would see me through the iron bars.
So when the boom goes off, you're kind
Like
of
looking
frantically
around.
looking around at the cages,
Yeah, and I'm
and
palming.
in that
my-
process, you see Marlon at that.
Okay,
At that
cool.
door.
Yeah, so I was kind of not sure what to do, and then until that explosion happened, and then as soon as I catch sight of him, I'm gonna run over to his cell.
Okay.
And can I? Oh, I don't know if this is a good idea. Wait, I don't
So
have.
while you've run over, you're on your way running.
I don't
over
have a
after the boom.
lockpick set.
Sophia, what are you doing?
I look
Burgermeister.
at Burgermeister. I kind of clocked him, give me a look. Well, I'm here to help. I'm an extra pair of hands. I told you I knew they were up to no good. I'm here to take them for interrogation. But while we're here, what do you need me to do?
Just wait here with all of us until this is sorted, until we know what's going on. That's all. I
Understood.
don't know your capabilities well enough just yet. There's this kind of awkward tension until one of the guards. What would you like to do, Grangrik? Jump back to you.
So, if only only the two guards were sent down there. Like Grangrik was hoping for more, but I think as they pass through the door, I'd come through onto the other side. Having recast wild shape, I just need to quickly mark that. And also that spell. Cool. So now there's 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 1. Yeah. I'd probably make my way to the top of the stairs so I can see sort of what's happening around.
Mhm.
I'm trying to follow. I tried to make a distraction. I'm trying to make my way to the door to get out of the dungeon at this point.
Okay. Yep.
Like I've at this point, Grangrik felt like he has made a big enough distraction, and has hoped that Leo or Marlon have realized this, and because I mean I know Marlon's in the cell, but I don't know. I feel like
Marlon, is there
you would
anything
be
you'd like to do?
capable enough to take over his
I
role. So I'm definitely
know.
making my way towards.
Because I
the
feel
door.
like you've probably got a pick on you still.
I do. My arms aren't going to reach around. Like I
Okay.
can't exactly. I'm assuming it doesn't lock from the inside. So no. So there isn't really much I don't think I can do
Right.
at this stage.
About that time, I will say, "Oi, do you have a pick?" And you hear
This guard says that to you.
in Leo's voice, though.
Yes.
No.
Are you sure? As I like kneel, I'll move to the. I mean, taking a chance.
Is this a test?
I'll take a chance to move to the cage and kneel down with my hand inside the cage. Are you sure?
Does my passive insight pick this up? Like,
It's-
what is?
I think so.
Can I-
Like,
okay,
you
okay.
Can, you can tell that the
Wait.
voice does not match the person, and
Yeah,
this
okay.
is the voice
Yeah,
of.
okay. Wait, Leo?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I'll like reach into my stuff and give him my lockpick, like give him my thieves' tools.
Roll me a stealth between the two of you to kind of do this whole thing without people realizing what's going on.
13.
Okay.
Very low roll for me to roll a 13.
Bro, same. Mine is
Leo?
only a 12.
Oh no.
Okay. Interesting.
Can I glance over and see if they are looking at me?
Wait, was that stealth or sleight of hand?
Probably sleight of hand.
Oh, that's 11.
Okay. Probably stealth from. It'd be stealth from Leo and sleight of hand from you. Leo's out in the open. The figure in the plate, Sophia, who and the Burgermeister and the guards don't seem to notice. But when you check over your left shoulder, the other guard does appear to be walking over.
Is that the cool guard?
That's the guard that you are
I'll
calling
say-
the cool guard, yes.
I'll say dinner time, like in as most manly of a voice as Leo can muster.
Roll me a performance check.
Can I start? Oh, maybe. No, I won't start coughing. Just punched me.
Sophia,
17.
the Burgermeister. Oh, so 17? Okay.
Yeah.
Says, wrong time for that. And he keeps walking over. There's Sophia. The Burgermeister looks to you and says, Who are you here for? Is it this one here? Or is it the others? Because I've only got one of the others so far.
Would I have known about?
You were probably given a brief description of them, and Ismark does not fit that description.
Yes. Yeah.
When he
he's
says
not, he's,
others,
he's not met Ismark.
He thinks there's more than just me, and he thinks there's more than just me.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
you
that's
guys
only
rock
because
up.
he's been told that Ismark arrived with 3 other people.
Other people from the other
Yes.
guards.
Right, okay. So that's all he has when he says others. He just knows that he arrived with other people. Okay.
And I'm specifically just
Above the
looking for
table,
three.
it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not in game.
What was that? Sorry,
I would have been told.
Sophia? You would
And
have
I
been
would
told.
have been told that there was
3.
3 allies that I
3 allies,
am looking.
that and their descriptions, and you were he probably gave you their names. You probably know you're after Marlon, Grangrik, and Leo.
Yeah.
Would have been pretty rushed though.
Um,
This was not a planned thing. This was his
Mm.
effort.
So I'd look at what's his face?
Ismark
The
I'd look at him
Burgmaster.
or the
and
Burgmeister.
Ismark. Because Burgmeister has gestured to Ismark, right? To say-
Yes.
I would just think he's just a random prisoner here, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, I don't believe so. He doesn't. This one doesn't fit the description. There was a party of 3, I believe. Would I have walked past?
You would have
Marlon's-
walked past Marlon, although would you? This would have been before the conversation started.
hiding?
I would have been
Yeah,
throwing the
yeah.
ball. You would have just seen a
Yeah.
ball bouncing.
A little guy with blonde hair and a big mouth.
Van Richten wouldn't know that I have big mouth. Just FYI.
Ah,
Nope. I was dead silent. I didn't say a single thing to Van Richten.
fair.
Damn.
There's other ways he can
I-
have that information because you are a big mouth to more than just
It's
to other
true.
people as well.
True. That is
Um,
Do you remember who Van Richten was,
Entire
right?
boss.
Very true. The Abbas
You-
thing. That is very true.
Yeah, and you,
Yeah, no,
you
I know him.
spent
Yeah,
the-
yeah,
yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
Do I hear him give that description from where I am? This
Yeah, from
stranger.
where you are, because you're right behind. You're only like
Yeah,
20 feet from him behind him.
yeah.
The
I'm
bar
going-
scene
And then,
wasn't
yeah, just-
big mouth. I didn't have a big mouth in the bar scene.
And yeah, a
Start
generic
with.
description of the other 2 because I don't actually know what they look like. I'm looking
No,
on
true.
D&D Beyond. But a lad and a lass.
And an
Older
old man.
dude and a...
I'm gonna slip.
man.
I'm gonna slip that pick
Oh, you're
lockpick
gonna
set
lie.
into my pocket and just kind of wait to see what happens now when he's given this description.
Well, I have one of them. I have the. We did have a run-in with the small blonde. He came speaking for this one. That's why I thought he may be part of the same group. But I think they may have arrived together. But
Oh, that's interesting.
I think
That would give
this-
us more leads if we with each other.
How about
We could
his
use that.
goodwill with the Van Rykens, knowing what good they've done? I shall give you the one prisoner, and if you want to come back and interrogate this one, you are welcome to.
Well, I guess specifically I was sent for a short blonde and
Female with platinum hair.
Rudolph. If it so happens that this one here is also involved, you may see me again.
Fair enough. Well,
Wouldn't be too much to ask for you to just keep him here in the meantime, I guess.
oh, he won't be going anywhere.
No, I didn't think so.
As soon as I hear the hint, I don't know all the details. I'm guessing, but like I get the impression that they're going to at least let Marlon go with this person. I'm leaving. I want to try to leave.
As you get up to go, the guard at this point has almost arrived there.
Mhm.
And he looks at you, and there's this kind of questioning look. And he just keeps on walking.
Yes, I love this guy. I love this guy.
Can
And
I?
yeah, go.
Can I tell if he knows what's up? Like he
Yeah,
Roll me
I'd-
an insight.
do I see him like eyeball
You're not looking at
Leo?
the situation happen. Are you at the bars looking?
I'm at the
still,
bars
or-
because I gave Leo the.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Roll me. Yeah, roll me. Both of you can roll me insight.
Mine's pretty good. Natural 19, so it's a
Oh,
20,
good.
23 plus 4.
Did
Yeah.
you know there's a goblin in the corner of this lower area? A
No,
knockdown
I
goblin?
didn't realize that there was. It's the leftover from where the map came.
So 23. Yeah.
Thought
Marlon-
the guard
Marlon's too excited about the prospect of him getting out scot free.
There is a. You get the feeling he knows what's going on.
Yes. I
Um,
love this guy.
I'll give him a half smile and wink as I move past him.
you feel something brush into. You feel his hand brush against your pocket.
No.
Okay.
Star Thief Souls. No.
And then he just continues walking.
Oh, I'm gonna try and find some new ones.
Dale, if possible, Spider Grangrik would have left by now.
Spider Grangrik is gone.
Yeah.
Sophia, the Burgermeister leads you over to the cage. And they unlock the cage with Marlon and shackle him.
Do any of the shackles fit me because I am not a normal sized human?
They do find a pair to fit you.
Oh damn.
Children commit
Pediatric
crimes as well.
shackles.
No one is free from being a spy in this city.
I just imagine you like bring out this like Rolodex of shackles and you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, that one works.
And he says, "Do you have a place? You have a place to take him, I assume, or?"
Yes. Yes, I certainly do.
Well, best of luck, and I look forward to when you come back. Perhaps we can discuss what we've learned from them.
So I appreciate the cooperation. I know it's a bit rushed, but these are pressing matters, and if we do get any information, I'd be happy to come back and share with you as well.
I would have hidden my dagger back again into my
Mhm.
shield when they were gonna.
Yeah.
Before they came in.
At that point, one of the guards runs back from the under area, and it's just like something in the kitchen blew. Don't know what. Blew a door off the hinges. And the Burgermeister's just like, what do you mean? Blew? Exploded? Must have. No fire, but door's gone. Poor Harold's knocked out.
Harold.
Poor
Not
Harold.
Harold.
Didn't see it coming.
Burgermeister says, well, very, very strange. I will come and have a look myself.
He's done that originally.
Come and see me tomorrow.
That's
And he
alright,
says
mate.
that to you, Sophia.
Yeah.
I would like you to come and see me tomorrow, okay? We have matters that need discussing. Could use some help from the Van Rykens. And then he
Understood.
leaves you free to go.
Am I?
Hell yeah.
I'm shackled.
You're shackled.
Okay.
Am
And
I
you're
able?
being let out by this person that you do not know.
Yeah, hands and
Just
arms,
orders.
hands and feet,
Just
or
hands.
okay. But the Van Ryken
Can
name I would.
Yeah, you recognize
into
that name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are the doors locked as I try to go out?
You knock and
Yeah, okay.
it is open from the outside by
Sure.
the guard that you would have made yourself look like, I assume. The one who is now back at his post.
Yeah, do I recognize that before he does?
He kind of just opens the door.
Oh, okay.
So you may not see it straight
I don't-
away, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't
Kind
want
of
to
opens.
draw any attention, so I will intentionally turn in a way
Yeah.
to get away. Like that's
avoid.
my only goal is to get away from the
roll me a
Burgermeister.
stealth, to try to just like keep your self obscured.
16.
Okay. Yep. Easy enough. You kind of turn and just walk off to the right, away from the building.
Yeah.
Sophia, you lead Grangrik, you just waltz out as your little spider form.
Yeah, I'm hanging
Um,
around in the backyard, sort of waiting for people to
yeah.
leave. Like just watching the entrance.
You watch as firstly this guard comes out. You don't recognize them. They turn off, kind of walking away from where everything else is, and then you watch this character, this man who you'd not really seen. You'd briefly seen him after you thunderwaved, walking out leading Marlon out in shackles.
I rolled a 20 insight just to sort of pay attention and watch.
As soon as
Yeah.
I'm around the corner and there's no one around, I'm gonna drop the disguise and cast invisibility. So if you were looking, if there's no one there and you were looking, you might see a flash of Leo for like a second or two
Yeah.
before she goes invisible.
Yeah.
And takes off.
Cool. Where's everyone going?
Being led.
Yes.
Where's the guard? Where's the cool guard? What did he do? Did anything
He's-
happen when we walked out?
No, he other than like brushing against Leo, nothing's happened.
Okay.
He just
He didn't
kept
try and
on.
talk to me. He didn't
Did
say
I
to me.
did I notice that he brushed against me? Like or
Sort of, yeah. Like you
Okay, okay.
noticed that he bumped up against you as you went through. You're
Okay.
maybe not
Not
100% sure.
Sure. So I will I'm gonna head to was it the Blue Wave? The inn?
Not the Blue Wave.
I didn't write it down. Blue water.
Blue Water
Blue
Inn.
Water?
Blue Water Inn.
Blue
Blue
Water,
Water Inn.
yeah.
Blue water in. Yep.
That's
Yep,
where
head to the Blue
I'm
Water.
gonna go. Yeah.
Notably, Sphere, that is where Rudolph was, Van Ryken, as he is not being that at the moment, hence why you were trying to be discreet. But he's there being known under the guise of, what was it called? What was his
He's
name?
the elf,
again?
a half elf, right?
Yes.
Blitzen? No.
Octavio?
Dasher.
Rick Tavio.
Rick Tavio.
Yeah.
But yes, very good.
Come,
Connor.
Blitzen, come.
Yeah, I'd just be hanging out until I saw Marlon.
Yeah.
Until I saw Marlon, or if I didn't see him after a period of time, I would have then started to leave. But
You would have seen Marlon be led by this this human in plate with this big old halberd, and he leads him to the Blue Water.
off and away out of the estate.
Yeah.
Would it be a little weird to like bring him in still shackled? Would I think to take them off when we're like
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna mute everyone again,
Yeah.
and then we're
gonna
gonna
get some water.
And then I'm gonna, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
actual mute or
I'm doing both this time to them all.
it's just like shamey.
Did you want to have a break as well, by the way? Because the other guys have taken that to have a quick couple minutes. If everyone wants to have a couple minutes while we're here.
Yeah, I was just going to make sure. Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
back in a sec.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick 5 if people would actually want to take a proper break. I need to go to the toilet and whatnot. So yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Safe to say the plan did not go
Nope.
according.
No, that's okay though. It was I love getting our expectations subverted, and it honestly is way cooler than us just being like, cool, we're gonna leave and then make more plans. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is way cooler.
I was really hoping that more people would go rush and look at that Thunderwave, because then I had a plan of casting Entangle like in this entire area, because it makes it hard, like difficult terrain as well. So I was hoping that it would sort of cover this entire area and make it a little bit slower for them to get through, allowing us to escape. But again, it would have then made me have to lose my wild shape, and I'd lose.
I think there
show
would have
my-
been had to have
my
been some
flaws.
pretty lucky clutch rolls to get him out of the room, out of the cage too. Because like
Yeah.
I would have tried to lockpick it, but I mean I am not proficient in sleight of hand.
Yeah.
I am.
There's
No,
just
I
so-
am. I am.
so-
I am. I am. I am.
There's so many eyes on the place. It was just like it was
Yeah.
so hard. So hard.
I think this is as good as we could possibly expected. I think because ending last session, I thought I made a huge mistake giving Van Richten the lock of my hair, but it turned out to be hella clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Because I was able to send him a message because of that.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. Because I was like,
Jamie,
what is
why-
he going to do? He's not going to come
Why
save
did
us.
you get yourself arrested?
I wanted to go down where Ismark was,
Uh,
and I was kind of hoping that it was going to be like we're in a state. I didn't expect there to be like a full on
Like, this is the city's jail.
like the city's jail at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be the city jail at the same time.
yeah.
Um,
I was just because I had a plan to sort of, it was around the same idea of like blowing the door off with Thunderwave and getting Ismark out that way. But
yeah,
when you then came down as well, I was like, oh crap, now I can't sort of do both. And
yeah.
I do think, yeah, it was sort of too big of an area.
Mm.
I think it's
Trying
is
to
exactly what Marlon would have done, though.
Yeah,
Just
100%.
run his mouth and get arrested. Because like he's the guy who's gonna say what he feels like he needs to
The
say.
minute the millisecond he smelt corruption,
Yeah.
like there is no chance that he was doing anything
Well,
other
and-
than getting arrested.
Me personally, because of the side we're on, you made a very good argument to him about like, dude, like, why would he be a spy? You know, like, but obviously, like, we don't know anything more of why he might think he is a spy, right? But you made as compelling of an argument, and in your mind, like, why wouldn't that work? Like,
Correct.
yeah, you were like, hey,
Yeah.
like, these are the things I saw. Why would he be a spy? Like, he
I
worked
was
with us.
okay.
We fought.
I was
the
okay
people.
with getting arrested. Like the minute that they caught me, and that that the other guy thought that I was the one that put the ball bearings out and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Then, I was okay with just dropping it straight away and being okay with going to jail, and I'll work it out later.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh look, this session has
It's
been
not-
one giant like makeup session because I had no idea what was going to happen.
it is not Marlon's first time.
To
in
be
jail.
fair, this is not what we thought was going to happen. Not at all.
Like I had some things planned and some different contingencies. This was not on the list.
I didn't see that.
It's cool though.
staircase.
I enjoyed this.
that went down behind me until
Seriously?
tonight.
Oh yeah.
I didn't think there was a staircase there when I looked the other day. When I looked like 2 weeks ago.
Was. That is unfortunate.
Clearly.
Yeah, when I was like, you're that side still. I appreciate the attempt to try to get out by just playing the kid. It just,
But the other thing, I thought
the rolls just
when
didn't
you
go
Yeah,
together.
I didn't. Yeah,
when you described walking around the corner, I thought you were gonna try to go around the other corner and to the other hallway is what I
That's
thought
what
you were
I thought you were
doing.
gonna do as
And then
well.
you were like, and then I
There's
say,
no way.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
but there's
okay.
no way I was going to be able to get around that corner without them seeing me. Like they were
You were up
already
against
around.
the cupboard, the drawers, couldn't you?
Yeah,
just...
but they were already around the corner. Like
They were getting pretty close. The
Covered.
thing is,
Yeah.
like, the amount of time that he had to react, honestly, probably made the best call that he could have.
Yeah, I think it
Don't
was good. I
half-orcs
liked it.
have like silent step or something? Isn't that a feature for them?
No. I'm naturally stealthy. I can take the hide action when I'm skewered by a creature that is one size larger than me. And then halfling nimbleness can move through a space of any creature that is a size larger than me but can't stop in the same space.
And then halfling luck, right?
And then also brave. Can't be frightened.
Oh, is halfling not a thing for halflings anymore, where you get to reroll natural ones?
It's not.
Or maybe it's at a later level.
No, it is luck. When you roll 1d20,
Yeah.
you can reroll the die. You must use the new.
Because you're luck, you have luck and lucky.
I have luck and lucky. Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah,
It's cool.
How many points of lucky did you still have?
I haven't used any yet. This while I'm been awake.
Mm.
Like I said, I was fully okay with being
Oh,
arrested. I was
So,
I could have fucking re-rolled that stupid persuasion check with the scroll. Like, I mean, in the end, it probably worked out better.
I like
maybe.
I like the flavor. That's cool.
it was quite funny. So, we cut back to Sophia escorting Marlon away. Pick up from there.
So yeah, when we get kind of far enough away from, is this like a castle? Where are we?
This is the Burgomaster's mansion, and this was underneath it.
Mansion.
I will take you all back to the main city, or the main town, the town of Valakai. Let me go to the board and drag you all over. Summoned.
Well, that was cool. Like the layers all dropping in.
Let me just turn that mist down a little bit. That'll help with the visual aspect there.
So is this like far east? That big building? The mansion?
This is the mansion.
That was that one there. That was that one there.
Oh, cool. How do you?
And the other one that's already
cool.
circled is the Blue Water Inn.
It's the Blue Water Inn.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're not going far, but you could go through some back streets and that kind of thing to kind of lead away, just in case you're tailed, and then go from there.
And I'm Invis. I went straight there, like straight there.
Is it
I've
just
taken a few.
Is it just me and
Just you
this
and
random?
Sophia? Yeah.
Okay.
Well, just
And
kind
I've-
of at least past a couple corners, still shackled. Marlon's still shackled. I'll kind of take a quick look around. If you wanted me to roll something.
Roll perception for having a look around. See if there's if anyone's watching.
13.
Okay. You don't notice anyone.
Yeah. I will unshackle Marlon and put into his hands the, what was it called again? The Hat of Disguise?
Yeah.
Hat of Disguise. And I'll just say, put this on. I can answer your questions at the Blue Water Inn. Let's just let's just get there, and then I'll just start walking. I gave that to him and just kind of started walking there.
I do as I'm told.
Yeah, you do.
So you put on this hat, and you feel from it the unique ability to be able to manifest some magic between it. From it,
This is weird.
and you feel like this magic will let you change yourself. You currently,
Slytherin.
while you have the hat being worn, can cast disguise self at will.
Am I able to change how tall I am?
You can only change your disguise
By 1
self.
foot.
I think
You
can
could
change
be
it by a foot. Yeah,
bigger or
You can be
smaller
1
by
foot
1
taller.
foot. Yeah.
I
'Cause-
wouldn't know that. So I'm gonna try and cast myself as a regular human, like a tall human.
You now look like a short human.
Yeah. Fuck. What is this shit? Like, oh man. All right.
A 4-foot human.
A 4-foot human.
Fully
So you look like a
grown
child now,
adult.
like a human child.
I
now.
look like a human child.
Yeah, you have
Probably like a
successfully
proper
been
human.
now
Baby.
successfully a teenager.
You're
man, baby.
now.
You're a
Uh-oh.
40-year-old mother.
man.
Baby Brett from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Oh,
Anyway, with
Mm.
that horrific image in our minds,
Mm.
you follow this figure to the Blue Water Inn. He leads you upstairs.
Cool figure. Have
When
you
I
checked your pockets at all, by the way?
not
Leo?
yet. Have I arrived at, when I arrive at the end, do I see
you've arrived.
the disguise that is Rictavio in the bar as I
You
go
do
in?
not.
Okay. Then I'll go to my room, drop invisibility, and be watching out for signs of my friends.
No worries. Easy enough. You are there waiting for signs of your friends. Grangrik, what have you done?
Grangrik may have actually just waited out the back of the Burgomaster's house, sort of like after he saw Sophia and Marlon, or Sophia lead Marlon away, just trying to wait and to see if the Burgomaster heads back into the house out of the dungeon.
How long are you going to wait for?
Only maybe 20 minutes, half hour, or something like that.
You don't see him leave yet.
Okay. So he stays down there for a while.
Or there's another way up.
Or there's another way up. Yeah. So mostly I was trying to see if he was maybe taking Ismark somewhere else, or if he came out of the dungeon with him. But yeah, if probably half hour, 30 minutes rolls by, I think Grangrik would probably move away from the Burgomaster's sort of place and find a spot to break his wild shape and just head to the Blue Water Inn.
Okay. So you head into Blue Water Inn. Sophia, when you get there, you lead, or you know that Rudolph was upstairs in in his room up there, and he'd stayed there after giving you the hat.
I do the secret knock.
Pat, pat, pat. Pat, 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 pat. The door opens. Oh, I'm glad you returned. I was worried I may have to go out and compromise everything. Come in quickly.
Rudy, please.
And as you walk in,
Rudy's my pet name for him, by the way.
as you walk in, Marlon, he notices your stature and pulls at the hat and pulls it off. And he's like, good. Where's your friends? Are they okay? I got the message from Leo.
No idea.
You would have seen Leo. You would have seen
So
them come up the stairs and walk over to the room.
yeah, a few moments
You
after
would not
they've
have seen Marlon. You would have just seen Sophia.
Yeah. So I see Sophia going in there, and I mean, even if it's not Marlon, I wanna follow him. Hearing the name Van Reichten, knowing that I sent the message, all that. So I'll go knock on the door.
Yeah. The door opens. It's, oh yes, good. Come in.
Yeah.
Um.
Step in.
Uh.
And I see Marlon
there
at this
is-
point. He's
Yeah.
And I'll
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, and I'll reach my hand in my pocket that I had his thieves tools, and I'll see if the thieves tools are there and try to give them back. Investigating them.
The thief tools are still there.
Okay.
Ooh.
In place of one of the lockpicks is a feather.
Yes! Let's go! Oh! I love this guy. Yes.
And I'll look at it. What color is it?
Black.
Are you gonna go
But,
through my shit? Bro, go on.
It's a black feather.
Huh. And I'll remember back the him like kind of bumping into me. And I'll hand you your thieves tools.
And
Do you-
do you give me the feather as well, or do you?
I'm just standing there holding it. I mean, if you want it.
You just like Marlon just gets this massive smile across his face, like,
Do you recognize? And I'll hand it to you, like hand it over.
this guy. There's a guard in there that may be able to help us.
Oh,
He actually was the one that unbound me, and I happened to be singing a song to see if there were any allies inside, and well, he pretty much answered the call. So this is very exciting.
that's cool.
Anyone else
Yeah.
want to go back to jail?
I mean, I don't. I'd rather
No,
not.
that's fine. I understand, but well,
Well, all very big developments. Where's your other friend, Grangrik? Also, for those of you that aren't aware, Marlon and Leo, this is my godson, shall we say?
hey,
Sophia.
pleasure.
Sophia.
Nice
Is that
work.
right? Sorry, say that right?
Huh?
Yeah, Sophia.
Pleasure.
Yes, it is a pleasure to meet you all. I it seems by the time I got in there, some things had already developed. I'm just glad we were able to get out of there.
I think amazingly, because you were down there, right, Leo? I was clearly in there because I was.
Yes.
And then I believe Grangrik was down there too, because that was his explosion, right? Sure, had to be.
Sounds like something he would do.
Wasn't
About
me.
this time, you hear a message in your head, Marlon, that says, I don't know what room you're in. Maybe just quickly let me know.
Oh, 1 minute, and I'll open the door.
Yeah. And you see Grangrik just sort of like,
Hands in pockets.
what are you going to? And then slowly stumbles and walks over.
I assume we have. How did you know to come and send someone to us?
Well, Leo told me.
Yeah.
Funnily enough.
Apologies
I'm a
for
little
that.
bit confused.
I'm sorry I didn't let you know beforehand. But I have ways of communicating sometimes.
Yes. Okay. I felt like there was no. I couldn't talk to you though. There was only one way, wasn't it?
Yes. Mother taught me a special way of communicating, and I'll walk over next to him and I'll reach my hand in his pocket and pull out a few strands of platinum colored hair. Sometimes if I choose to create a token, I can send some telepathic messages through them.
Well, that is most peculiar, but very helpful in this case, so glad you're able to do that. Apologies I couldn't come myself, but my cover here is must be kept, and
Understood.
the other part is well, look, I didn't mention it before because it didn't seem that important right at the time, but often people that I help very directly, some awful thing befalls them. So I thought it best to send someone in my place. I like to keep
Well-
more of a distanced approach to help when it comes to helping others.
I'm not
With
sure what I expected when I send the message, but this worked out incredibly. Sophia did a great job.
I agreed.
It seems like your name carries pretty significant weight.
I kind of like jump in. I did try other methods before mentioning our name, Rudy. I do apologize, but in a bit of a panic, I think I stumbled my words. I wasn't kind of convincing enough. It was a kind of last-ditch attempt to get dear Merlon out. I am sorry.
oh, it's okay. Strahd will come looking for you now.
Well, I mean, we're looking for him, so
that
And I
you
believe
are,
he
and
is all looking for us as well, seeing as
Yeah.
we have his tone.
so I figure maybe
probably
Two-
doesn't matter that much anymore.
2 birds.
I will remain here. See what more information and that I can gather. What is your plan with this? Did you manage to? I assume things didn't go well trying to help your friends if you ended up in prison.
No.
That whole. The last couple of hours have been quite unsuccessful, and
Well,
yes,
we found some information out.
what exactly did we find out other than the burgomaster of this town is a delusional asshole?
That's sort of what I found out.
Yes. Well, I am now under the impression that this town is, let's say, under the control of someone who really is paranoid about Strahd and really should not be in control. But
Yeah, agreed.
I also don't know what else more we have to do here other than possibly speak to these wolf hunters that we were speaking about early this morning.
I-
What
we
of-
It
need to-
leaves a sour taste in my mouth that Isek is currently alone with
I was
Arena.
about to say the same. I feel like there's some heavy manipulation. I think that you're right. Their skepticism and their insecurities bring about a lot of maybe false claims against people. But I mean, look at this place. Compared to the rest, they're safe because of it.
and that's what I believe as well.
Yeah.
I see myself thinking of Irina and her situation where she is being sought after by Strahd, and whether she had to choose between being here with that monstrosity of a thing or whether she's with Strahd. They are both horrible options, but at least here she is at least near her brother.
Who's to say they're mutually exclusive?
That's true.
Why? What if this place is so safe because it's under the protection of Strahd?
The impression I got off the Burgermeister was that he truly does not like him.
Mm.
I don't think he's the conversation
Yeah.
that eventually got me arrested was that he doesn't want anything mentioned of him. Doesn't see that he fears him, but I also wonder.
You-
Just thinking back to the conversation I had in when I was in with the Burgermeister and
Mhm.
Isaac was holding Arena. Was there? I don't know if Marlon would even be able to tell any hint of like um, outside forces in manipulation of the Burgermeister.
Roll me insight.
Can I also join since I was watching that conversation?
You were watching another conversation, but yes, because
No,
of the
no,
conversation
sorry,
you
the
watched.
earlier conversation. the
Yeah.
one where
Because of
he-
the conversation that you watched, I will say yes.
Okay, thanks.
22.
Also 22.
Let's go.
You don't feel like there's outside forces at work.
Okay. Okay. I, it seemed that the Burgermeister trusts this Essex person's opinion. I don't know if it was the same. I don't know. What you disappeared for a little while. Where did you go, Grangrik, for a little? Like you turned into a spider and then I lost you.
Well, I followed Ismark down into the dungeons first, and
Ah.
I was planning on trying to help him escape, but then complications arose. Look, I agree that I don't think Irina should be with this Isaac person, and perhaps there is a way I just thought of that we could
Liberate.
liberate her, but maybe even bargain for her. I mean, we heard from the toy maker that he has a unusual collection. Perhaps if he were to get word that the toy maker has a new product for him and he were to come pick it up, we could set up sort of ambush and catch him away from the Burgermeister. Because as far as I see it anyway, the Burgermeister, while is definitely a risk, from what we have heard, he is more of the enforcer and the real danger to this town.
Hmm.
So perhaps that's something that we could maybe look at is trying to draw out this Isek and catching him away from at least the Burgermeister himself. Whether there are a few guards with him, then so be it. But I mean, in that office, that was never a fight that we could win. And
Agreed.
unfortunately, we had to play things out, and they fell with Irina being taken by Isek and Ismark being thrown in the dungeon, and neither of which are what we want. So
Do
Do you
we?
think tomorrow, Saphira, I'm saying that right? Correct? Saphira?
Sophia.
Sophia has to come
Yes.
back, has to go back and speak to the Burgermeister.
I do have an open invitation, yes.
I wonder if that's our in to get Ismark out. I'm happy to be traded if we need to. And then in that way, then he might be more willing to give Ismark up. And then I'm
Personally, I think I should be the one traded, as I think it would be easier for me to escape.
they don't know your face. It's better if you're anonymous.
I do agree, but how would you escape if you needed to?
Well,
There's.
take a feather with me.
Does there have to be a trade?
Well, there doesn't have to be, but I'm just thinking that it might sweeten the deal. I feel like I don't. Uh, the thing was for me to be interrogated doesn't set me free.
Are they going to come get you?
Well, I don't know. It wasn't
I
spoken
think
of.
it's. think that's on.
I mean, I could bring you back under the guise of there was room for us to interrogate you, but not to essentially hold you.
Ismark is currently being held for no reason. All for the fact that this paranoid
Suspect of
asshole
being a
is.
spy, right?
The only reason he's suspected of being a spy is because Isek wanted Arena. I'm assuming wanted Arena, and so is thus saying
Yeah.
that we're a spy, so he can get his hands on her and then get the brother away.
Is there a way we can get some conclusive evidence that would contradict him working with Strahd?
We'd have to go through his house.
Sure.
Whose house? Isek's.
I guess so. Yeah, if we can find something on
Do-
Isek that ties him to Strahd, then
Isek lives with the Burgermeister.
that makes things.
I was speaking more toward proof that Ismark is not a spy to Strahd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
Well, what do we have? We have the letter that was written from the Burgermeister of Barovia, but that was his dad.
Nothing. I mean,
Doesn't prove anything.
And there's no one in this town that would possibly be able to verify Ismark's word that he is or was the son of the deceased Burgermeister. There must be someone in this town that has been to Barovia once. What of the...
The Vistani traveled, but good luck getting them to side with you. No offense.
They were the ones that brought
I'm
it.
taking.
Surely there's some sort of records establishment in the town, or someone that keeps note of other towns in this land in general.
Yes, there would be, but I feel like you may miss. I don't know if he. Just judging by the people I've seen in the stocks and whatnot, I don't think it matters whether or not he is the Burgermeister, merely that he thinks he works for Strahd.
Yes.
Proving that he is the real Burgermeister will mean nothing.
It would have to be some sort of proof that he's not a spy. How do you do that?
You would do that.
Yeah. It sounds like the
I have
tricks
no
of a
idea.
spy. That would be proof. Maybe we do just break him out. I mean, we just kind of did the same.
I don't think the Burgermeister's just going to let him come to another random thing without me going back. I mean, more than happy to ask, but
If I had known, I may have been able to help. Because he asked me if he was a part of...
You weren't to know.
Maybe I go back and say we have new information. That there are others.
The way I see it, I don't unfortunately see a way of being able to change the Burgermeister's mind about Ismark. I think that title of spy is stuck to him now in the Burgermeister's mind, and
Agreed.
I think a trade between possibly Merlon and Ismark might be a way to set him free. And then, I mean, given Marlon's skill set, it might be easier to have him escape. And if this feather is a way to do so, then perhaps we play that out. Also,
Well, Marlon, what had you disguised as you came in?
Just what do you mean?
You weren't. You didn't look like you as you came into the room.
No, I just wanted. I tried to make myself as the tallest person I could, and the
That was this. And
there you go.
Would have holds up the hat. I have a hat that I use to keep my identity hidden.
What are the
How I
what are the chances
make
that
myself look different.
if If
Wait, how tall is? Oh,
Grangrik-
yeah, hold on. I like it. I like it. I like it. How tall is Marlon?
3 foot.
Three.
Well,
Sorry. Yeah.
That's you.
That is me. Sorry. Um, 2 feet 7 inches.
2 feet 7 inches.
I
How
rolled
tall
for
are
that,
you,
by the way.
Grangrik?
Grangrik is 4'3". So it's a difference of 6 inches.
6 inches.
It's passable.
That's pretty close.
That is pretty close.
They didn't stand him next to the threshold and make a mark as he walked in.
I like your thinking, Grangrik.
That wasn't my idea. That was Leo's idea.
I like the thinking in general of this group. So we're
Perhaps
thinking
I
trade
described myself
me.
as
And,
you.
If we
and
could
then
borrow
Once
your
I
hat,
get
of
put into a
course.
shell of absolutely.
For a time, it is what I need to keep my identity hidden.
We would make the utmost effort to make sure it is returned to you, but
We
if
could-
I make myself look like Marlon and we trade myself back into there, I can change myself to be something a little smaller and easier to escape. And
And at least can
That's a
provide
bit.
oversight. I mean, I could assist where possible.
yes, I think this might be an option we could work on.
I think that's the play.
And
think-
then at least there is just one person on the loose, which it would be Marlon, unfortunately. Sorry, little man. I think that's better than most of us being known and caught, and the rest of us having to always be on the lookout.
I think the best part is that you guys stay anonymous still. It's only one person that they're looking
And worst case scenario, we shave your sideburns and head, and then you just look like a child.
Yeah.
So
That is
that's always an
absolute
option.
worst
I
case.
also have some makeup. I think that would make a big difference.
I think you would look like a very pretty young girl.
Girl. It's
Okay. Well,
Anyway, this is the startings of a plan. I do like where it is heading, and perhaps
we go back today. What is the time?
I cannot do this today. I'm sorry. I'm very tired, and I do not think I could transfer one more time.
Fair enough.
So is that who is that speaking? Is that
That's Grangrik. Because technically, I'm still level 4 and don't have Wild Resurgence yet, where I can use a spell level to get a Wild
I'll
Shape
check
back
that.
yet. I don't get that until this long rest. So
no worries?
above the table.
There's no rush. He'll be fine for one night.
Hopefully.
I will
deserve
say,
a nasty
though,
whack on the head.
I appreciate the morals of my new friends here. But we don't owe him anything.
It's not the point.
And I agree, but if we have a common goal, and I think that Ismark would maybe agree that if something were to happen to him in turn for us to do something about the curse of this land, he would trade that 1,000 times over.
I agree. However, if we can do both,
Sure.
Look, the way I see it, our end goal is always to take down Strahd. And
agreed.
I don't see us doing that without allies. And while we have made a few, I think Ismark and maybe even Arena herself would be allies to that goal.
Agreed.
And I don't think we can genuinely afford to give that up. Especially one that maybe even the Burgermeister of an entire village. And what say it, that village also becoming our allies.
How for plan A.2, how do we humiliate the Burgermeister of Alakar?
What kind of humiliation are you looking for? He holds great joy in his weekly festivals. That's in 2 days.
Mm. It would give me so much joy for this guy to just lose everything.
An enemy we know is better than an enemy we don't. If for some reason we put him out of his place, then
I mean, what's to say that his festivals are actually the thing keeping Strahd away?
could be. That is the rumor.
Look, Marlon, while I do agree with you, I also agree with Leo, where I think it might be better for him to stay in power for now. What I absolutely can't agree with is Isek being his enforcer.
Yeah.
From what we have heard, that man is a true demon among this city.
Yeah, agreed.
Quite possibly a worm tongue.
So perhaps after we complete Plan 1.2, maybe that is something that we look into in actually completing, is
I think, yeah.
drawing out Isek and dispatching.
And then A point B, we can just enjoy the festival.
Okay. So, first part.
Which part is
free
that?
is Mark. First part, free is Mark. Second part, kill Isek.
Third part, get in contact with these wolf hunters and see if they can help us.
I might go. They're going to come back tonight. Oh, we're supposed to be back in tonight, aren't they?
Was it tonight or tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
I think it was tomorrow.
I'll go down and have a drink and.
I also would like to remind I do have the rumor
You're
of,
going to go
of
down and have a drink, are you, Marlon?
a hag that I would like
if I'm allowed to borrow the hat.
that I would like to go speak with as well.
I'm sorry, what? A hag?
I mean, that's what I heard. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but I am curious.
It's not good.
What do you mean?
Well, hags are very dangerous.
In what way?
Would we have heard of hags from the Sword Coast, like before we?
Yeah, you know
so-
about hags.
For one, they like to. No, wait, no, that's a Noga. I was going to say make bones from your bread, make bread from your bones, but that's definitely an ogre. I don't know how much. I don't know, but just hags are bad.
Hags are bad.
As far as I am aware, hags are truly terrifying creatures that
Honk
haunt
knows
your
Well,
life.
a lot of things
Still
as
just-
scary aren't as they seem. And Mother says that maybe I should see for myself.
Was your mother a hag?
No.
Would you know?
I think so.
Okay.
Shh.
Have you seen a hag before?
No, I don't think so.
So you may not know.
I guess you're right. I might not.
Did she have really, really long fingers?
Compared to mine, sure.
Did she
Definitely compared to
also-
yours.
Did she also? I mean, everyone's fingers are taller than mine. Come on, Leo.
Cool.
I'll hold my hand up. Am I a hag?
Yes. I don't know. Does she have hag-like fingers? Okay.
My mother is a witch, and it's why. And I'll pull the hair back, kind of away from my temple, and you see. Whereas before you thought that maybe I had this like wreath of sticks in my hair, and you see that growing from my temples, this wreath is a part of my head. My mother is a witch, of the wood, and she's why I am who I am,
What?
but
Van Ryck is very, very confused by this. He's also
Does
like,
does would Marlon? How much would Marlon know about hags?
roll me and
history check.
history.
History.
Yeah.
History. No. No modifier. 7.
You know what hags are, and you've heard the stories.
Okay.
You're pretty sure there was one over in Barovia, because you
Yeah.
remember that.
Yes.
But you are sitting there being like, did I read that out of out of like a childhood horror story, or was that out of like a monster hunting book? You can't remember.
I remember some stories. I think they were from a book from the orphanage before I left. But
Well, I'm quite sure my mother is not a monster.
I never said she was a monster.
She's quite kind.
I'm sure.
But I mean, I'm happy to go speak with the hag on my own.
No, we'll come with you. I'll come with you. You have come through for me multiple times. I think I owe you this time. Multiple times.
Okay. And again, that is definitely not taking precedence over
You know,
dealing
this
with
dark look on Van Ryken's face. He says, where is this hag?
Erwin didn't say, but he was telling me of them, the potential, or that there was rumor that there was around. I think somewhere along the road between Barovia and Valakai, but I'm imagining that could be anywhere. I haven't been to Barovia yet, but
The bone grinder.
The bone grinder?
It's a windmill outside of town.
Oh,
what does
what
that mean?
We'd already heard about that.
Grangrik, we knew that, didn't we? We knew that. We knew that there was hag in there, or
Yeah, pretty sure we got told by the Vistani. Or maybe it was Ismark, actually, as we were leaving.
Ismark told us.
I think it was Ismark
That's
told
why
us.
he didn't want us to sleep there that night. That makes sense.
I would caution you greatly. Whatever your mother may have told you, hags are crafty and dangerous. Evil creatures.
Leo kind of darts her eyes around the room, studies Rudolph's face.
I just caution you. Not all things are always as they seem. And, just be careful.
Understood.
I'm like yellow vibes from Leo.
The my short time here, I agree. Especially here, seems hardly anything is as it seems.
Yep. Dandy.
I wouldn't mind taking a trip back over to the toy maker's shop. I have a special request for him.
What is the time? of day.
It's probably playing into the afternoon, late afternoon at this point.
Okay.
I think everything was happening in the morning from before. No, it was like midday, wasn't it, when stuff was
Yeah.
happening?
It
We
was about
in the
midday.
morning we were on our way to do the tombstone thing,
Yeah, and then you guys
that was
stopped
like
and-
after the
You
morning.
guys
We
never
just
ended
got
up
up.
going to never went to the tombstone, did you?
I don't think so.
No, we got distracted by going.
That's right. We went to
I
the
think we
toy
went
maker.
into the toy maker's
Yeah,
shop
straight
when we
away.
met Rudolph or
Yeah.
Octavio.
And
And then
we were headed there when we all realized that hey, they could be in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
It would. Yeah. It would. I would say yeah. It's probably afternoon.
Rudolph,
Yeah,
do you have a similar suspicion about this toy maker? Is he a good person, or do you guard yourself of
think
him?
I don't. That's why I gave him the monkey. I think he is a troubled individual, but little more than that.
I was merely just trying to find a way to lure Isek out, and I think a new top of the line custom made doll may do so. So I was going to head over there and place a special order as a way of.
He's
drawing
probably
him
still
out.
open.
That was the idea, and that's where I was about to head off to.
I will stay here and lay low.
Good choice. Unless you want to shave your head in mutton chops.
No.
Okay. And I'll head out the.
Henriken spins the hat over to you. I didn't have any plans today anyway.
Okay, we're going for a walk.
Might wanna pick a look that doesn't look quite so out of place next time.
And you, Saphir, you have plans?
Just to
You should-
prepare myself for tomorrow's mission, I suppose. And then yeah, looks over to Rudy, I guess, for guidance.
I think at the moment, with everything going on, it's best you travel with them. Who knows? Well, I mean, after what happened this afternoon, it's might be best that they have an extra set of hands with them, just in case something goes awry.
Understood.
Just be careful.
I know how to stay out of the spotlight.
I turn myself into a child that looks like Leo's son.
Okay. Yep.
I like it.
You make yourself a little child.
Yeah.
And you all are all making your way to the toy maker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Easy enough. You head over there. It's still open. You go inside, and he's there, kind of tinkering on something behind him.
I'm gonna stay
on
outside in
the
an
monkey.
inconspicuous spot, so just kind of watching people watch outside.
Sophia, what are you doing?
I think I go inside.
Merlon?
And I hang with my mum,
Okay.
watching out.
Grangrik, you hear this? I'll be with you in just a moment.
No problems, Godolph. Take your time.
Oh. Yes. How can I help you again? Are you back to buy something, or?
Yeah, actually, to place a special order. We actually spoke with Isek. And we thought it'd be a good idea to maybe surprise him with a custom-made doll, and Just out of curiosity, how much does one of his dolls usually cost?
Oh, he doesn't have to pay. Of course not. No, they are on the house.
Ah, well, that won't do. And I'll pull out 25 gold and place it on the counter.
His
And I'll
eyes
say,
just like go wide.
and I had an idea, and let me know if it is possible. I was thinking I would like a doll created for him, preferably in a rush, and I would like it to be your most lifelike and beautiful doll that you have ever created. Um, I understand that is probably such a difficult task with a short time frame, but I'm hoping this amount of coin would make it possible.
I mean,
But
I have one I was working on, but like how, what, what time frame are we talking?
preferably maybe mid morning tomorrow.
As soon as possible.
I just, um, and this was from Isaac, was it? He needed this done.
Well, we spoke to him, and I we actually saw his collection, and I saw your wonderful work, and I thought it might be a good opportunity to get in close with the Burgermeister by getting in close with his right hand man, and I think this might be the way to do so.
Roll me a deception.
Have advantage?
Nope.
No.
It's 25 gold.
25 gold has kept you off of disadvantage.
Yeah, that's oh, there it is. Okay.
Come on, Ben. Grangrik. No.
Oh, it's a natural 2 for a 1.
Oh, ooh, no.
Oh no.
Hang
Hey,
on, hang on, hang on.
You're outside.
I am. Yeah.
I just I I mean I have his order that I need to fill, and if I don't do that, then no, I just don't have time to use the one I've already made for an extra order. I will get myself no.
I,
I'm sorry.
Look, I'm sorry, Godolph. I see that I am stressing you out slightly, and I understand. Perhaps, uh, what time is when is Issex, the doll you are working on currently? When is that due to be ready?
It should be ready by. It was probably going to be finished up tonight, and then I was going to send word for him to come pick it up tomorrow.
I mean, I understand that usually he comes to pick it up, but would it be okay if I possibly was here when he picked it up?
Uh, mm, I He may ask you to leave as soon as he arrives, but I suppose you can. If you're here, I cannot tell you when he's going to come.
Uh, I understand. Um, well, perhaps I will see you tomorrow, and um, I shall meet Isaac with you. And again, I apologize for the odd order, but I thought it worth a try.
Well, I yes, I appreciate that. Anyway, I
I'll leave you to get back to work,
thank you, thank you.
and I'll head out of the shop. And as I head out of the shop and close the door and step outside, you just hear under Grangrik's breath. It's a very and I look over at Marlon and go, "All right, well, that didn't quite work." I did find out that Isaac is meant to be coming here tomorrow sometime to pick up his next doll. So That
Ugh.
does mean that Irina will be alone and inside the Burgermeister's house.
Unless he brings her with him.
I don't know
Unless he
why
brings
I
her with,
find
but
it so gross.
look, if he brings her with, that actually might make things easier for us. So,
True.
I mean, there are at least a couple of options there, but unfortunately, we do not have a time frame.
No.
All right. With you, what's the plan from here?
See out the night. I don't think we can do.
Well,
anything tonight.
we're halfway to the tombstone maker.
Oh yeah, that's
The
true.
coffin
Yeah.
maker.
Yeah,
Perhaps
we
we
should
just
go
quickly
there.
stop over and
Yeah, agreed.
order our tombstone for
Yeah.
Badger, and then we prepare for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Not a problem. So you head over to you head over and you find here we are. You find this uninviting shop is 2 stories tall and has a sign shaped like a coffin above the front door. All of the window shutters are closed up tight, and a deathly silence surrounds the establishment.
Is that where it is?
That's where it is. That's the coffin maker's shop. You
Does it look like it's open from the outside?
doesn't really tell. All the shutters are closed, and it's just kind of bleak.
I walk up to what I assume to be a front door and give it a knock a couple of times and
You
try
hear
to
this.
open a door.
You hear this. We're closed. Go away.
Not even for a job?
No.
Is the door open?
It's locked.
Okay.
Closed?
When will you be open again?
Is that what you're asking?
Well, yeah, in my kitty voice.
Oh,
It'll be a couple of days. Got some work.
seems
would-
like nobody wants any of our business at the moment.
Okay. It's a bit strange. What would a coffin maker be doing for a couple of days?
He's extra busy. Like what?
How
Is there-
far do you think it would be from the coffin maker's location to the Blue Water Inn?
I don't know. Few hundred meters? 100 meters?
Not within 100 feet.
Not within 100 feet.
Can I look around? Like, is there any windows into this place?
They're all shut.
They're all shut.
I mean,
There's a deathly silence.
what
Uncomfortable
is
silence around the place.
what is the status quo? I'm not sure I understand how soon you might need something like this for a fallen friend.
I mean, I suppose it doesn't need to be done straight away, but it was more something that we thought appropriate to do as quickly as possible.
Agreed.
So, if we're staying here at least until tomorrow, then perhaps we might have another chance to get another tombstone then. But
Is there anyone out and about on the street nearby? Can I look around?
There's a couple of people wandering around here.
I'll approach and good afternoon. Do you know what's the deal? You would think a place of business like this would be open during the day and serving customers. Do you have any idea?
I mean, I don't know. Henrik's never that much of a nice man. Can't be that nice to profit from death in a place like this.
But you would think he'd be quite busy. His doors would be open.
Yeah, you'd think.
Have a nice day.
You do.
Did I overhear that conversation?
Yeah.
So now, out of curiosity, I am going to take my rat familiar out of my pocket, my
Mhm.
coat pocket, and I'm going to give him the direction to try and sneak into the house.
Okay.
So whether that means, I don't know, trying to find a way to see if there's any way into the house that a rat could fit.
I think the rat can probably find a hole somewhere as it searches around, and can
Um,
burrow away into the ground level of the place.
And
or
then there's
under a back door.
All I can hear is pate right now.
and then as a bonus action, I'll walk into his eyes to sort of just get a look on the inside of it.
Yep. You see a lot of coffins. Kind of the room that you come into is the workshop, and you see this workshop contains everything a carpenter needs to make coffins and furnitures. 3 sturdy work tables stretch the lengths of the west wall.
Do I see this Henrik person inside?
Not in this room. No, this is the back, I believe, or the side. This is the door to the side of the place that you've managed to find a crack in. You can go through another door, which is up and to the right, which you
Yes.
can hear footsteps on the other side of.
So I'd like it to, knowing that I can sort of snap him back if I need to. I'm just going to sort of send him around each corner, sort of looking, trying to find the person.
Roll me a stealth check.
Come on, rat.
Let me quickly get a rat profile up. Dunder.
Come on, rat. Dunder.
What is it? A stealth check?
Mm-hmm.
So nah, it's just +0. We rolled a natural 18.
Okay. This this man is in that next room where there's a bunch of coffins. It seems to be like the main kind of foyer area, and he's kind of wandering around, half pacing, half just walking, kind of looking around. And he looks a little bit disheveled, but he's a kind of middle. He's an older man, maybe in his 50s, with white hair and a full beard, and he's got a worker's apron on with a bunch of tools in the front of his belt.
Does he look like he's working?
Not actively working, no.
So he's just
Not
pacing
actively
around in a room.
Yeah. There
But
are
not-
13
but not-
coffins on the ground.
13 coffins on the ground.
Yeah.
Do they all have lids on them?
No.
Can I try and the rat climb up the side of
You
one to look in one?
You can sneak a look. It's empty.
Empty.
Yeah.
The rats have something called keen smell, where I have advantage of perception checks that rely on smell. Can I smell anything that is odd?
Roll me a perception check.
16.
16. It's kind of like a musty smell of death.
So there's nothing I suppose unique about the smell other than what I would expect to be inside a coffin maker's location.
Give me another roll.
Nah, 2 natural ones.
God.
Oh.
Nothing nothing you can
Yeah.
you can tell. No.
Out of curiosity, I'm going to give my rat a direction to scamper out in front of him to see his reaction.
Yeah, you scamper out in front. He goes, "Oh, blasted, another one!" And he tries to like throw one of his tools at you. He
Roll for
misses.
attack.
He only had an AC of 10.
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
And then I'll just like scurry off somewhere and basically out of sight, and then I'll just snap him back to me.
Okay.
And I'll come out of my walk site and sort of look at Marlon, Leo, and Sophia. And for someone who seems very busy, he doesn't seem to be doing a lot of work.
Does Sophia know of any like deaths recently of either a high quantity or quality in terms of like any important people dying or something?
Not recently, no. You've
Okay.
you've been kind of trying to keep your ear out as you've been here and as things have been going on, and you've not heard of any particularly large amount or anything recently.
Did I? I just thought of this, and I wish I had said something while the rat was in there. I didn't see a trap door, did I?
You saw a staircase, but not a trapdoor.
Down or up?
Up.
Leading up. Wish I'd gone upstairs now. Okay.
Well, he's a cantankerous old man. I think to some degree that makes a little bit of sense. Did you said 13 coffins, that they were empty, no?
They, from what I could see, the one that I checked, yes, they were empty.
And you thought to check at the coffin makers for bodies. Is that normal? Weren't the bodies at the church?
I was morely just curious to see if there was anything inside.
Do you think
I truly didn't think that there was. I didn't think that there might be someone inside. Although now that you mention it, I'm not sure why there was a smell of death. If he's only a coffin maker, why would there be a smell of death in there? Unless he is also the
Mortician.
mortician. Thank you. I was trying to find the word.
was your friend sent here?
No, we buried him at the church.
Maybe that's who we need to speak to in regards to finding out a little bit more information. But didn't he tell us to come here? Isn't he directed us here?
Yeah, he did.
It was the priest that directed us here.
Either way, perhaps
Sorry,
something
it was the
to
priest that
look
directed us
into
here.
in the next couple of days. But
Sure.
yes, I mean, if we want a tombstone for Badger's body, then I suppose we have to come back. But just something odd happening in that building, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Is it something you can just make on your own? Is that
I
doable?
don't have the tools to be able to do so. No.
I don't have the ability.
Just trying to see if maybe we could just avoid this weirdo altogether.
I do like your thinking.
Well, I mean, is it getting to early evening at this point?
Yeah.
Perhaps we
Dinner?
turn in for the night and get something to eat and prepare for tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Head back over to the Blue Water Inn.
Okay. Head back over and rest up. And I think we'll end the session there for now. Seems like a good enough spot.
Mm.
Long rest.
And
And
I
you
can
guys
actually
get a long rest. Everyone will be level 5,
read my spells. God.
and you guys can go from there.
All right.
So fun.
That was a very
I lo-
interesting session.
I really enjoyed the prison break part. A lot of strategy with it that isn't just hit the thing, you know? It's fun.
My favorite was the I'm gonna go over here and make a thundercloud just as it was successful. to, like,
Well, that was the idea.
but that's like
Mm.
so perfect for like D&D to